Ah, good. Looking better. I'm gonna away from all my beverages. Yeah, I haven't got multiples. Hello, everyone. It is Monday, December 28th, 2015. I'm Dentral. Ooh, sorry. And we're still playing Final Fantasy 11 online. We're doing something a little bit different tonight. This is Songarthul. He is my third account that I made. Yes. We had him deactivated for a while. I brought him back a little while ago. Not... it might have been like last week, maybe the week before last. I'll be honest, it was seeing that you could fit 3 players on the same chair, and I was like, ooh, I've got 3 players that I could have on at the same time. I want to do that. Thing is, you need login points for the Astral Cube. So I was like, gotta get him in now. So he's got enough login points for the Astral Cube. We're not what we're going to be doing tonight, though. Because he is my third character, and I just really wanted another Healy Wops. Oh, dang it! Stop. There we go. We didn't really want we didn't care about if he got ranked 10 or not, because he wasn't here for that. It's Lenos rep, and it's not snowing. It's only 36, maybe 35 degrees outside. It's, for those who don't know, Dallas got hit this weekend, right after Christmas, with some truly crazy weather patterns that we usually don't see in late December. You can thank global warming for that. There was a tornado that touched down F4, probably about 6-7-ish miles to the east of me. My boss, who lives out in Garland, the place that got hit the worst was just like a mile away from where he lives, and things got real. It was funny, it's because I was down in Austin visiting my mom that day, and we were going to come back Sunday, early Sunday morning, but I didn't really want to deal with traffic, and the way they were talking, it was like, it's going to rain, it's going to snow, we're going to see accumulations of 3 inches thick. I'm like, it's not going to get that. But just in case, I didn't want to deal with 1 million Texan drivers all freaking out on Interstate 35, so I thought, we'll leave early, we'll leave Saturday night. And we got into town just in time for the tornadoes to touch down. Well, tornadoes touched down a little bit before we got to town, fortunately. So we're fine. The cats are fine. I did set up the... I don't remember what it's called. Team Viewer, I think, is what Lenos had suggested for me. And we were going to log in FF11 that way. And apparently the cats were so excited because the missus wanted to see her babies using the little camera I got attached here, that they thought that she must be behind the monitor. So they jumped behind the monitor to see where she was, and they unplugged the modem. Oh, so I didn't get any of my login points that day or that weekend, but oh well, what can you do? I actually did try installing FF11 onto my parents' computer. I thought their computer's old, but it's not terribly old and should be fine enough to play FF11 because it's FF11. No, I got a Windows 8 thing, and for some reason they didn't have any of the DirectX protocols installed. So I was like, "Well, install it. That's fine." And I thought I did. Actually, I did install it. But every time that we started the game, it went into something called installing Direct Play, and then it would blue screen. And I tried it about 4 separate times. I'm just like, enough. Quit trying to log into FF11 just for login points. Go spend time with your family. You only get to see them once or twice a year. So that's what we did. And now we're back on song. We might still get a little bit of rain tonight. I don't think we're going to get much. We're not going to get a lot of... I don't think we're going to get any snow, not this far east. Oklahoma, on the other hand, they got hit hard. And there's like thousands of people up there without any electricity right now. And I usually don't have anything nice to say about people in Oklahoma, but nobody deserves that. So, back to the game. We're on doing missions, Sandorian missions, and I'm just getting not exactly sure where I left off with them. I was surprised that we got them up to rank 3, which is awesome. Appointment to Juno. Mission orders: head to the embassy of Sandoria in Juno to fill your appointment post. I was even thinking maybe we could replay the cutscene when we talked to Destin, and he's like, "Get out of here, go to Juno." But no, it's not here. Sandorian missions 1, other quests. I checked other quests earlier, wasn't on there. Sandorian missions, it's just infiltrate Devoys part 1 and 2. So maybe you have to finish the mission before it'll let you do it. Maybe not. Let's find out. We're gonna leave the chateau. Take care. I still don't understand why you have to talk to an NPC to get out of here, but the way it goes. So we are logged in on Songarthul. I've got Cyndaquil logged in somewhere in the zone if I need her. We shouldn't need her. Song's on a 99 beast, and I have no problem whatsoever. And Dentril is in the menu screen right now. I can easily hop to him too. So we're going to head to Juno real quick. There's lots of different ways to get to Juno. You can walk, you can take a chocobo, you can take the airship if you've got that. We're going to use a home point crystal because that's faster. And we might have already talked to the dude at the embassy who might have already told us you need to get to Upper Delphoot's Tower. That's where our ambassador is. But spoilers, sorry. Oh, and I've got Songarthul in RP gear right now. He's not actually wearing the Royal Knights level 40 set. It's the 99 Beastmaster or Outrider set that he's wearing. Since we're doing Sandorian missions, let's dress the part. So, this dude, Nilcabrit. Oh, we hadn't talked to him before. Maybe. Welcome to the Sandorian Embassy. Do you require assistance? Yes. Good day, Songarthul. The court had notified us about you, but I'm afraid our ambassador's in another castle. He's not in upper... I guess it'd be lower? The dungeon. You have to go up to Upper Delphoot's Tower, kill so-and-so, take his key, then ride the elevator down. Unless you already have a key. But I'm afraid the ambassador is away at the moment. You've heard of Delphoot's Tower, have you not? The ambassador is presently inspecting that area. Her Excellency is scheduled to return soon, however. Good day. It's Wolfgang. He's so short. Like, doesn't even make it up to my shoulder. Like the shortest one in the room. Why, Lord Wolfgang, to what do we owe this honor? That was awkward. I seek audience with your ambassador. I'm sorry, but Her Excellency has gone to investigate Delphoot's Tower. Hands on the hips. Delphoot's Tower? What kind of investigation is it? The secret kind? I would ask your ambassador to avoid such dangerous places. Or is it by order of your nation? Oh, the whole place is just hopping. Wolfgang? Fuck. Excuse me? Is the ambassador in residence? Monbaroux. 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 Kind of like that better, but it's probably Monbaroux. What business have you here? Wolfgang, how have you been? The ambassador has a rare affliction, HIPAA violation, and it's time for a checkup. I say this to you as a friend. Keep a safe distance from foreign dignitaries. Kind of like a fortune cookie. I've told you before that disease knows no borders. Every patient has a doctor. Nationality and status matter not. Bye, Wolfgang. You haven't changed a bit, have you? You should take special care, my friend, lest you come to regret it. Advise your ambassador against these careless adventures. I shall return later. Good day. Somebody close the doors on them. Thank you. Doors are closed. Well, I can't give checkups without a patient. Please convey how sorry I was to miss the ambassador. And that I'll call again later. Catch again. Nah. Bye, Monborough. Open the doors. Walk through the doors. Sir Wolfgang is the captain of the guard for Archduke Comlanut. But I wonder what business he had with Her Excellency. I know. But it is a good thing that you are here. Why don't you go to Delcott's Tower and report on the ambassador's progress? A fitting task for the newcomer. In other words, he doesn't want to do it. Tread lightly, as the place is crawling with fiends. It would behoove you to purchase arms in town and to travel in the company of fellow adventurers. Of course, you were promoted for a reason, so I have the utmost faith in your success. Best of luck to you. Alright. So now, running out to the tower, typically just run through Juno, get to Port Juno, walk through the cave, enter the tower. If you haven't been in there before, you're going to get another cutscene for Chains of Promathia. We're not going to do it that way. A couple different ways to do this. I don't know what survival guides Songarthul has. Hopefully he's got Keep 'em, because that'll take you right outside the tower. Under original release areas. Uh-oh. Doesn't have Keep 'em, so we're going to have to do it that way. Just to be sure, let's make sure you didn't pick up the home point crystal for the island. Go to another home point. Next page. Alright, we're doing it the hard way. The hard way. We're doing it the long way. Where we're going to run all the way through Keefum Island to the tower, which isn't that long. It really isn't. It used to be before we had telepoints for home points, and it seemed like the if you would miss the airship to Juno, and you would have to wait 14 minutes for the next one to arrive, what we would do is we would use the outpost warp. Probably has the outpost warp. Keep him. He might not. We're not going to worry about that though. We would use the outpost warp, and it would take us out by the tower, and then we would just run across the island and make it to keep him that way. There is a ski pass near my place that got 772 or 17.2 of fresh powder over last week. $172 inches, which would be, doing the math in my head, 15 feet of snow. A lot of snow. I wouldn't want to shovel that. I wouldn't want to shovel 1 foot, 1 inch. Because I'm lazy and Texan and I get cold easily. 14 inches, 14 feet. I was close. 15 feet, 14 feet. But that's a lot. I can't imagine 14 feet. I've seen pictures of it, but yeah. Got a gal working at my job. She's a transplant from Portland, Oregon, and quizzed her on if this was her first tornado that she got to sit through, because it's a little bit different. The missus, we woke up in the middle of the night, probably like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we thought we heard a train, and tornadoes kind of sound like trains. It probably was a real train that I heard. But I was like, shoot. It's one thing to get killed in your sleep because, you know, you're in your sleep and you don't care. It's another thing to actually hear it coming and start to panic a little. It's like, God, what? I mean, everything we've been trained growing up in Texas is like, you know, get in the bathroom, throw a mattress, or jump in the bathtub, throw a mattress over your head, and that kind of thing. Our mattress is too big to even fit in the bathroom, but hey, do you know how good Ranger is endgame right now? No, I don't. I would imagine it's pretty good, assuming that you have the ranged accuracy to actually hit anything endgame, but from what I've gathered, not many people level Ranger anymore. If, actually, I was going to say, if I was on Cyndaquil, I could actually ask the link shell chat, and you do have access to it. Now, go to the question. And let's minimize this so I can click this here. Roll that down here. Move this over here. Cyndaquil's running on her own now. Stop that. Alright, Sanaki says, I think it's still pretty good. I'll take his authority over mine any day. Doug send his tail gently. And wait. People just like Core better due to it being a buff. And he uses a 4-letter word. So yeah, I would think most jobs are still viable at endgame. However, Ranger is very popular for certain high-tier BCNM. Anything that's susceptible to ranged attacks, I would imagine, would be awesome. Ranger, from what I remember, what Plague did in the past was simply just how expensive. 4-letter or 5-letter? It was 4. I'll describe it. It was what we used to call girls in high school that were very popular with the boys. Corsair. Or the same meaning. Yeah, you know, it's silliness. I don't even have any macros. I got the default macros that come with the game on the Songarthul right now. Like, you can nod yes, nod no. I think there's even a thanks for letting me join your party. Yeah, join party. Be the thanks for letting me join your party. Oh, I miss those. Well, not really. I would still try and type whenever I could the words thanks for letting me join your party, but who wants to keep the macros? There are going to be a couple job abilities we'll probably need probably when we get to fight in the Shadow Lord, but maybe not even. Song should have a couple trust NPCs too. Not a lot. Got Examil, Karilla, Trion, and Aldo, so a couple tanks. No healers. We don't need no stinking healers. Because we're Gulka. Need to kill stuff. That's what we do. We haven't made it to Delkfoot's Tower yet, but we're going to pick up this home point crystal along the way. He hasn't done any of the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel stuff yet. Probably hasn't done any of the... what you call it? Chains of Promathia yet either. Wow. Chat, because I'm pretty sure Cyndaquil alt. Ah! And we are stuck. Bum-ba-dum. Yeah. So anyway, Nidok, I believe, is... if I remember names here. Can't remember right now. It'll come back to me. She's a friend. Cadian, that's it. like seeing all the Gargoyles TV show probably 100 times over now. Survival guide's gonna be this one right here. Alright, so we got them all. Now, there's two ways to get to where we're going to go. I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show you the easy way first. If you already have Delkfoot's key, and I'm going to toss this out there. If you have the key, chances are you already know about this method. There's always a chance that you don't, because I used to play with some players that had the key and they realized they took the long way because they didn't know. And it used to be that you had actually have the key on you. Where is it? There it is, Delkfoot's key. And now I think they've kind of turned it into a key item. But it used to be you had to trade the key to this door that was around the corner, and it would give you a little animation and you'd spawn on the other side. It's not necessary anymore. I think now you just click on the door and it spawns you inside. And this is actually the faster way to do it because this is where the other dudes are. And you just walk on in. There's still some other rooms that you have to go through and that kind of thing. And the mobs in here are a little bit higher tier level. Nothing that you're gonna have to worry about at 99. It's but we're not gonna do it that way because just in case nobody's ever done this before, and just in case you really miss climbing Delkfoot's tower, we're gonna do it that way. And back to the entrance. No key item as far as I know. I think it's more like mission activated. That makes sense. And I think as long as you even had the key, or maybe I'd gotten further along, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember where I got it. I just know that I already had it on Dent and never had to worry about it. I didn't have to trade it this time, and I'm still too afraid to throw it away, because what if you do need it someday? Even though it says permanent key item right here. This key is needed to gain access to certain areas of Delkfoot's tower. This room is where we used to fight for a little while before going to the jungle for XP parties back in the day. Well, not actually in a room. You would want to stay in the hallways. And there's so few spawns. I have no idea how we were able to actually survive on killing one goblin, waiting 15 minutes for it to respawn, killing another 3 in a row. You'd get bats too, and then other stuff, but wow. Memory. Oh well, now guess I can dump the keys. That's taking up valuable storage space. Exactly. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Not like we can't get it again, but this feels bad. Dropping Delkfoot's key. Really? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, it's gone. Don't have to worry about it again. But chances are we're gonna go up there anyways. We're gonna kill what's his name, and we'll see if he drops some keys. He used to drop up to 6, and it'd be one of those things that while waiting for him to respawn, if any other players were to show up waiting to do the same thing, instead of trying to outvote one another, we just invite them to party, and then, hey, how's it going? Hey, you need a key? Yeah, I need a key on this. I can't believe I haven't gotten rank 6 yet, LOL. You know, stuff like that. It happened once. Oh, but she was on Paladin, so, you know, all's well that ends well. Maida, my good friend, walked me through my first time up this tower. And this was back before we were friends. He was just like wanting to show off. And I was like, cool. I was level 30-ish. Yeah, level 30 monk. This was before Dancer. I didn't even have Ninja unlocked yet. So no form of sneak, no form of invisible, and I think I knew of the sneak and prism powders, sneak oils and prism powders. but I was too cheap to actually purchase them. So he was red mage. He didn't really care, but he was of the mind. Yeah, we're doing this with no map. um, just follow me. Let me know when Snake starts to wear off and when Invis starts to wear off, and I'll recast on you. He was in his 60s. He had, I think, full red mage AF, so he wasn't worried about running out of MP. I think he was just more worried about getting lost, and that happened several times. It didn't happen too often. Maida's a great guy, but he gets lost in Ronfar. Which is funny because he was our Link Show leader. We would always follow him. And it was all like, this way! And we're like, alright, let's go after Maida. And 3 hours later, do you know where we're going? He's like, dang it! Maybe it's over this way. And like, we've already been that way. And he's all like, well, we're gonna go this way again. We must have missed something the last time. He doesn't talk like that. He talks and looks more like Wolverine from X-Men. Without the claws. Same facial hair, though. Actually, he's got more facial hair than that. Oh well. So, hopefully I haven't made a wrong turn yet. If I have, let me know. Oh! And, I did not notice that Sneak was wearing the first time up here, and it wore off, and the bats noticed, but I didn't notice that the bats had noticed. So in true Dentral style, turned around and there was like 20 bats and goblins chasing me. And this was back before they would despawn after they killed you. So it was up to Maida, protecting my corpse on Red Mage, level 60, taking out probably close to 20 or 30. They were too weak to him. But even back then, you get a whole bunch of mobs that were too weak, they could still tear you up. You get like 3 or 4 mobs on you when you were soloing that were considered easy prey. Chances are you weren't going to make it. They've done a lot of changes since then. Like, even having Signet up now is considered a boost against anything that's like decent challenge and below, I think. It might be just easy prey and below. But But yeah, it was right around here. I remember these guys aggroed, and I think what had happened was it was further along, and we were trying to run back to a safe place. He's like, follow me, we gotta get back over here, and I'm like, okay. And I think it was at that last intersection that I bought it. I was on Monk. I had some HP, and they were all like even matched to me, so I wasn't too worried. This isn't the right way. That's a dead end. Keep going straight through here, I think. It's been a while. And again, no map, so we'll get here. And what I remember the most from that first time were these little block thingies, this deal. And I thought that those were windows, and that if you got up close got up close enough to them, you'd be able to look outside and see Keefum Island. They're not. They're just simple barriers that Square Enix put in there, and they don't show up on the map as barriers. They just are there. And you got different teleporters. Some will take you up to a different spot in the tower. I think some might take you down. I never messed with where they all go. I just simply remember-ish kind of where to go. So I've done this too many times. And I'm up here now. We can go south, but we're going to go west. We're going to grab the other one. Yep. And kind of want to say go north, but I don't think so. I think it's still west. And there should be either stairs or a teleporter in this room. No. Now I remember. We are going the right way. This is going to curve to the south. We're going to follow it all the way. And eventually it'll curve to the east. And there'll be more stairs. Maybe. Maybe not. We didn't do this too long ago. There was a, one of the add-on scenarios. I don't remember which one. But it basically had you running up here with a debuff that I think left you at, like, what, level 10? Maybe level 30? Probably level 10. And I, in true Dentral fashion, had forgotten to reapply Sneaking and Biz after being teleported at one spot. So I was running clear across the room and aggroed everything. And fortunately, I had an escort. And he was able to pull all the hate off of me, because we would have died and had to start back over. But I think this is north and then west. Yeah, I think this is right. Ooh! Thunder Elemental. Let's see if and kill you quickly. We are level 99 Beastmaster. Yeah, it's not too bad. If I had trust NPCs out, this would take less time. Maybe. Oh no, not shock. Any spell but that. One other thing I forgot. Song is a little bit squishy. He's got warrior sub, but I thought I had unlocked dancer for him. When I went to go sub dancer earlier, I noticed that we don't have it. We've got blue mage, corsair, and puppet master. We've got ninja leveled up to 49, but we haven't unlocked dancer. So, yeah, I did that. I got a job up to 99 without unlocking a dancer. That's not exactly true. He XP'd with Dent and Cyndaquil, and they have dancer. Alright, so now this should be middle. Oh, we were in middle to begin with. Yeah, middle Delquit's Tower. Now I'm trying to remember. Will we go north first? I think we do. I think this is the spot that I forgot to reapply Sneaking and Viz on Cyndaquil last time, and aggroed a bunch of goblins and bats and stuffs. This looks familiar, at least. We only got one lightning cluster. So sad. Oh well, we got plenty of space. I think we stick those in the... Look, everyone, a treasure chest. Then from up the stairs, I think we just run to the east for the next one. Nope, it's going to be in the mall case. Yep. Stick that in there. Sort that. Okay. And there should be some more stairs over here. They never gave any music to Keefum, or Delquit's Tower. I don't understand why not. Maybe they're trying to make the place seem lonely and foreboding. Wouldn't mind some music is all. Especially with how many floors there are. Yeah. Alright. I think this is still one way. There's going to be one spot where we have to actually go down some stairs and then double back, but not too big a deal. That out again. Yep, these are those stairs I was talking about. He's auto running, but he's not anymore. And then Down here. Still clicking. Still basically a one-way. Running west. Don't fall down the hole. Don't provoke the thunder elemental. I know I want to. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these lightning clusters anyways. It's not like a stack of lightning crystals is all that expensive even. Like 3K. But it's just letting them go. So like, well, somebody needs to be farming them. And this was also Maida's favorite place to farm back in the good old days. He would go ninja subbing thief. And the Gigas, they would drop decent amounts of gil. Typically about 100 gil each with not treasure hunter, but gil finder, I think. And sometimes he'd also go as red mage. The elementals were easier to fight on red mage. That was when he would be dual wielding daggers. Little itty bitty no damage daggers that would do like 0 points of damage, but he would have end spells, and his end spells would do a ton of damage. And because of that, they wouldn't build TP as quickly. And I think it was the TP moves that could do some serious damage to his blinks and stone skin and all that other stuff. Alright, we are finally in Upper Delkfoot's tower. We're going to go ahead and summon our dude. I don't have a macro for it, so we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Bestial loyalty! Come here, little kitty kitty. Alright. The only reason we got that guy out is because there's a thunder elemental right here, and we're gonna kill it. And I think that Gigas at the end of the hallway is a notorious monster. So we want pet command, fight. Ready, I like call cyclone. How about you? Kitty likes claw cyclone as well. And that one had some lightning clusters. Alright, Mimas is a notorious monster. Ability. Nope, pet command. Fight. Mimas isn't going to be alive much longer. I think he's like a level 50-ish. This time he dropped 68 gil. So, yeah. Alright, so this room is full of bats and gigas and elementals. And in case you didn't know which one that you needed to fight, it's actually the largest dude in the room, and he's a different color than everybody else. This is Porphyrion. And I think he's a ranger. He will use Eagle Eye Shot, which hit me for 45 points of damage. Oh. And there we go. We got ourselves a whole bunch of Delkfoot keys, which we don't need. Get this to and ready. Claw Cyclone. I really do need to make a macro for this. Alright, so one more lightning cluster. Now, do we need to trade the key to the platform, or do we simply click it? We're going to click it first. Use this device? Yes. Okay. It used to be you had to trade the key that you got to the platform, and you would write it down. And little sound effects and everything. And it goes back up. And now for the fun part. We are still in Upper Delkfoot's tower. You can tell by the lighting. And now you just run all the way down. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's like they calculated how many steps were going to be necessary to actually get you there. Oh, this is still Upper Delquit's Tower. Not middle, but yeah. Lenos to the link. If you are a Star Wars fan, you would enjoy this. Not the, whatchamacallit, Saturday Night Live skit that they did. Link in a new town? Let's take a look. Somebody had posted that on one of the message boards that I frequent. Yeah, I've seen this with Boba Fett as the drummer. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Yeah. The heavy metal cover of the Star Wars ending. It was, I think the one that I saw, they were on a different stage, and I think they were doing the Imperial March. But it's pretty cool. Thank you for the link. I was show that one to the missus because I was describing it to her, and the site that I saw it on isn't exactly safe for work, and definitely not safe to show the girlfriend. So I was like, could probably find it again, but let's wait. Here we are. We're finally down at the bottom. We have ourselves here another grounds tomb in case you need it. In case you wanted to ride an elevator all the way back to the top, then I think you click that. No, I'm thinking of something else. That spawns a notorious monster for probably some Zolart mission. Open the door. This, I don't understand why they have a door here. It would be already an assumption that to be on either side of this door, you would have had to have traded the key at one point, but oh well. So we skip middle Delquit's Tower and just go straight to lower. Just by walking through a door. Yeah. And I never remember which is the correct one for the Sandorian ambassador. There's like a different ambassador behind each door. It's gonna be this one. The door is firmly shut. Okay, it's not the one on the far right. So we'll try the next one. Ooh, another elemental. Have to leave that one alone. Because bestial loyalty is not back up, and I am certainly not going to waste a food item on something as small as that. Look, this one. Ah, it must be the middle one. Turn the corner, and who do we see? The female Elvon. I don't know what we did to patch her up. It's not like we're subbing White Mage even. Wake up and this is who you see. Who are you? Not a foe, it seems. I'm glad you found me. I am Jima, Ambassador of Sandoria. So you were sent on a mission to the embassy in Juno? I see. I am truly sorry you had to come to such a dangerous place as this. Sorrier still am I that I was fool enough to let down my guard. I was struck from behind, and I woke to find myself here. To think, if you hadn't happened by, this is truly a dangerous place, and not just because of the monsters. There is an ominous feel to the air. Going deeper would be folly. Take care, kind adventurer. I will leave this place while I still can, and we shall meet again at the embassy. And she runs away. We run with her. And in any other game, any other MMO, it would automatically take you back to the embassy. And maybe even in some future expansions, we would have that. But no, not anymore. This might be the wrong way. We'll find out. I may be? Don't remember. I really think this is the wrong way, though. Oh, some magic pots here. Dead end. Yeah, this is the wrong way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run back, run the other side of the room. Although I'm really tempted at what's on this end of the hallway because I never come down here anymore. Let's see. Probably gonna be a dead end. Won't even be like a little triple question mark. Gonna be like, yep, dead end. Not even a little question mark. Although, can't really see it. There's something on the stairs over there. I guess it's just part of the wall. Just popped out a little too far. Oh no. Just exploring. I could see Square Enix having had other plans for this zone, and then brushing it off. Yeah, it's gonna be too much work. We'll just stick a makeshift wall over here, and that way players can't get through. Although, I always say although, there are a couple places, I think in the PS2 version, that you could actually break through certain environments. Volcrum Dunes, in particular. There was a spot on the beach that if you were in first-person view like this, you could walk through some trees that were on the beach, and it would allow you to basically walk underneath the water. And you could walk back up onto the beach, no problem. And we tried actually provoking some of the goblins to chase us out underneath the waves. Yeah, this is what you saw. Wall that sticks out like here. Huh. Never noticed that before. And the goblins will chase you underneath the water. And you could have your XP party down there if you wanted to. We never did, because not everybody had was on a PlayStation 2 back then, so not everybody was able to go down there. Yeah, it would let you run anywhere that you wanted to. You could run all the way to Secret Beach. We could... What we need to try to do before they discontinue PlayStation 2 support. Try and see if they've fixed that glitch yet. And run out to the beach. You could run all the way to Secret Beach. You could run to where Selbina is supposed to be. It wouldn't let you zone into it. But... yeah. One last detour while we're over here. For level 20 black mages, and this was back before Trust NPCs, back before a lot of stuff. There used to be a battle strategy where you could solo on pets. Let me show you. Down this hallway was a Aegis that would have a pet. None of these have them. But I don't remember what it was. I think it was a bat. And what you would do was wait for the Gigas to have his back turned, and then you would cast a spell on the bat. And typically they didn't have a lot of HP. And now I don't see them at all. There it is. Gigas Sentry is what you're looking for. Gigas Bat being the mob that you actually wanted to kill. Because you could attack it, and with Black Mage, if you're using your strongest spell, you could one-shot it, and the Gigas wouldn't even know. And after a while, he would summon another pet, and then you would do the same thing, wait for it to turn around. Cast some spell to either pull it towards you where you would sleep it, and then hit it with a stronger nuke, and then rinse and repeat. And since they technically con as incredibly tough to very tough, you'll get a ton of XP for it. But since they don't have a lot of HP to begin with, since they're pets, they die really easily. And you could use that strategy to actually go up quite a few levels if you didn't want to XP party. And there were times that the XP that you would get would be faster than that. Once around level 50, when you got access to freeze, you'd be able to one-shot the mob. Assuming that the Beastmaster enemy didn't turn around and watch you casting that spell. Alright, we are back on Keefum Island. We could run all the way back, but we're not going to. We're just going to go ahead and click the survival guide. And we're going to go up to Relude Gardens. Original release. Relude. Using tabs. Bum bum bum. And finish up, this should get us rank 4. Should. One way to find out. I'm just going to make a left here, run all the way down. See, the idea is to get Song at least to rank 6. That way we can do Dynamis with him, because we need more players doing Dynamis. No, we don't. Alright. Welcome back. Her Excellency has returned and is waiting for you. Come, proceed into her office. Doors are tall enough for me, but they're almost not wide enough. Ah, I'm so glad to see you. Wearing the exact same outfit she was wearing before, except she doesn't have her sword with her. Thank you so much for braving the dangers and finding me. You have my thanks. Now, enough formalities. Yeah, this is formal. I hereby assign you, Songarthul, to the post of Attaché of the Embassy to Juno. May you apply all your powers for the sake of the motherland and her friendship with Juno. Yay, rank 4. Prove yourself, and I might have need of you later. When the time comes, I hope you can help me as you did before. That was easy. And you get 5,000 gil. So forget conquest points and all that other fun stuff. The whole reason to do this is for the gil. Let's see. I only have one Earth cluster? Really? Okay, well I don't need that. 3 stacks of water crystals ought to be enough. Let's see. And I think, I may be wrong, but I think you can actually trade these to the guards in Juno, and they'll award you with what I'm looking for, rank points. Yeah, I think so. Right now we are rank 4. We have a little bit. We actually have quite a bit more than what I thought, and chances are you probably don't even need it. I think you could probably start the Magicite missions right after this. You might have to wait a game day. You might even have to zone. Let's go ahead and zone. Well, let's trade the stuff to him first. Trade. 1 stack of water crystal, 2 stack of water crystal, 3 stack of water crystal, go. Your rank points are full. We've added access to your conquest points. You do not need to donate any more crystals, so 3 stacks of water crystals was more than enough. We're just gonna pop into Upper Juno real fast. We're gonna turn around, run back over here, and then we're gonna see if the lady will speak to us. And if she does, awesome. If not, then we'll probably have to wait a game day. Fuck. But, oh well. We'll find something to do for half an hour. Get into some kind of trouble. Maybe even get this dude access to Eldolin. Does have content ID for it, so... let's go over here, back basically where we were. The next one should simply be the Magicite, where we have to talk to Kamlanut, and he's going to want us to go to all 3 Beastmen strongholds, and I think I might have done this on another nation. Let's see. Her Excellency requires help in an important matter. Proceed and listen well. Okay, so you don't have to wait a game day. Well done, Square Enix. Well done. I want that flag for my office, but oh well. Thank you for coming, Songarthul. The embassy has received a request from the Archduke of Juno to send someone for a special mission. Due to your exemplary service at Delphi's Tower, I believe you to be the foremost candidate. It was either you or Knucklebrit here, and everyone knows he's a pansy. Succeed! You will honor us all, Songarthul. I am optimistic that you will gain the Archduke's countenance right away. Your deeds will shine upon us all. You already have an Archducal audience permit? Well, I guess there's no need to issue a new one. Our friendship with the Junoans rest upon your shoulders. Luck be with you. Yeah, it means we've done this before. Don't remember if it was Bastok. It was probably Bastok. Because he's a Galka, and just makes sense to, if you're gonna roll a Galka, you know, go Bastok. Because there's a ring. Don't think he still has it. If he does, it's definitely not here, but oh well. Yeah, when you start a new character, if you actually match up the race with the correct nation, then you'll get a bonus item, like Elvin has a Sandorian ring, Humes and Galkas get a Bastok ring for starting Bastok, and Winders if you're Mithra or Harutaru, some type of a plus mine, plus MP, I think. Just a moment. He's got the same hair as me. I need to see your Archducal audience permit. Thank you. If the Sovereign requests your audience, access to the chamber will be granted by the guards inside. Okay, so you don't need to talk to either one of these dudes, and I think we're the same height. It's close. Yeah, I think we're the same height. He might be a little bit shorter than me. That just might be an optical effect. No, maybe not. This looks like my hands are... I don't know why it's important that I'm taller or shorter than Highwind, but it is. Alright. This is the whole reason why we wanted to be in RP gear, was for these cutscenes. Not the best RP. I just really don't like the way the Akiton looks. Just too tight in the neck. A little bit bland. I think Dent's got one that could loan him. So, you're the new attaché. I am Kalmanut, Archduke of Juno. I'd like your nation's help with a certain matter. Oh, a visitor? This guy. Real power in Juno. Hello there. My name's Eldenarsh. Pleased to meet you. This is my brother. Don't let him bother you. Now, let us get down to business. I summoned you here for a certain mission. Have you heard word of the Shadow Lord? My sources tell me that beastmen in Devoy, Bordeaux, and Castle Astroja are conspiring to return him to Vanadil. They seek to do so by harnessing the power of mysterious stones called Magicite. To stop their nefarious plan, I want you to go to those 3 places and seize that Magicite. Of course, I intend to reward you for a task of this magnitude. I will issue an airship pass upon receipt of the 3 Magicite. With it, you can swiftly travel home or to any civilized land for that matter. So, they're after Magicite, are they? I wonder what this means. Take extra special care. The thought of a world under the control of the beastmen makes me shudder. I bet the beastmen have traps waiting. First, you'll got to find out as much as you can. Eldenarch speaks the truth. Start by finding out what you can in town. I'm counting on you. Oh, that's just so creepy. A moment, please. Oh, it's Malgofar. By the order of His Grace, we have decided to seek the assistance of the Ten Shodo, the organization run by that Aldo fellow. This secret dispatch outlines our wishes. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to him? He is a man of many talents. It would be wise to seek his acquaintance. Good luck. This dude was creepy too. And we got the key item, letter to Aldo. Yay for that. Alright, so I think we've already got all the key items. Which, a shame, because I really wanted to show you how to farm all that stuff. Under key items is probably under permanent key items. Ugodo Torch is one of them. A torch used by the beastmen. Use it to venture further into Castle Ostroja. Crest of the Void. Needed to break the Orc's barrier in the Void. And then Silver Bell and Coruscant Rosary or Black Manatee Necklace. I think you actually need all three of those items to get into Bado. So maybe one day when we do this on a character that actually hasn't done this before. But even with those key items, I think you still need to talk to Aldo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you do, to continue on the mission. And then I just simply run to the Void, run to Bado, run to Castle Low, and get some cutscenes. I think which would be the order that I should do it in. Guess we'll do it in the Void first. We're gonna go talk to Aldo first. And hopefully I've got access to the Ten Shodo. I'm sure I do. You wouldn't have those key items already if you hadn't. You're ramming there. What can I say? It's Monday. I'm gonna turn here, dodging the dudes here, clicking the button here. I'm gonna open the door one of these days and Aldo won't be there. He's here today. So you're the new diplomatic attaché? What? You've got a secret message from the Archduke? Well, let me see it. I see. Thanks for getting this to me. It says I'm supposed to tell you about Magicite. And Songarthul's got the same problem I do. The camera constantly cuts off my head. Sorry, Song. Magicite is found deep inside Castle Ostroja, Devoy, and Bado. But those places are thick with beastmen. And those beastmen are quite cunning. Shame on Aldo. Such big words. There's not a rumor that doesn't find its way to Juneau. I bet you can find what you need from other adventurers. May your strength never falter. Really? That's all you're gonna say? Wow. Really? Wow. Alright. Well, we don't need him anyways. Because we already got the 3 items, so what we don't have is stuffs. Thinking about it. We don't have the survival guides. I'm not too worried about it. We do have outpost warps, so we'll probably take full advantage of that and then pick up the survival guides as we go along. So let's pick up a home point crystal to Thandoria. Should be a home point around here. And while I'm thinking about it, since we're going to be in Sandy, let's go ahead and objective list, tutorial, basics, call forth an alter ego. Alright. Not that we're going to be needing a healer, but... No, we're not going to be needing a healer. Who am I even kidding? Travel to another home point, current region. No, not current region. We want Sandy. Thandoria. Northern. Buy the Mog House. Yes, please. How much is it? 500 gil. It's not a lot of money. No, I mean, not a small chunk of money, but it's more than what I want to spend. Alright, so what we're going to do is simply run out here, talk to this dude, and see if we've got the Juggner. It's going to be Norvalen, yeah. That region is no longer under your home country's control. You will require 450 gil or 45 conquest points to teleport. Teleport with conquest points. What else are you going to use conquest points for? Besides fancy pieces of armor, shields and chairs, warp rings, those kind of things. Alright, soon as all the stuff shows up. Hey, look, it's under Beastman control. Go ahead and click the survival guide. Make sure you get it for next time. Oh, we already had this one. Oopsie. So now we're just going to run all the way south until we get to Devoy, which, if I remember correctly, is going to be here. And we're going to do our best to not use wide scan to find notorious monsters that may or may not be out and about. But even though we're on Beastmaster and our wide scan puts to shame all other wide scans. And even though I just said I'm not going to do this, so here I am doing it, because it's not like we're running into a wall and wasting time. We so were. No, we don't want to run there yet. Continue on. Just hug the right wall after this. Sometimes there's a walking tree. And I think that walking tree usually drops in crossbow? I don't remember the name of it. It was like level 20, 25-ish. There she is. Rylissa. Not too far away either. But it's like I want to, but it's a waste of time. It's not like we even have Thief. Kitty cat. I made a friend. That noise that the game makes when you charm somebody is just way too erotic to make me comfortable. Let's see if I can do it again. I think it was like a 30-second cooldown. Not that you could charm the curse makers, but oh no, I won't let you do it because you already have a pet. Okay, we don't need to hear it again. I mean, kind of want to, but we don't need. And off into Devoy. I spoke too soon. This isn't the first time. Thought there might have been something over here, but not. Probably thinking of a Juggner in the past. So, there we go. Trying to think what level one could successfully solo these without any trouble. Probably a lot of this you could probably do at level 60 with no problem. This part in particular, you could probably do it like level 45, level 50. I don't even think you would get aggro at those levels. Once you get to Castle Ostroja, it gets a little bit more hairy. But even then, if you got sneaking and viz, I don't think you got anything to worry about. This is just simply running to Monastic Cavern. The easy part of Monastic Cavern, by the way. And for some reason, every time that I come out here, and I need to go to the other part of Monastic Cavern where the War Chief is, I'll always think, oh, it must mean this one over here. And I always go here first and run all the way to the Magistite, and I'm like, oh, dang it. Not the right one. And it's this dude that I've never been able to pronounce his name correctly. Quemaricond, who's perpetually lost. Sorry, no time to chat. I'm rather busy. And normally we would just run to the left and use our Devoy crest to take care of stuff. But we're gonna do something else first. Don't remember the name of the dude. Get him the link. 100 Fist. Dude. Let's see if he's up. Don't look like it. The dude that drops either the Jujitsu Gi or Jujitsu Sitabaki. Don't tell me I made a wrong turn. Kinda looks like it, doesn't it? All I'm doing here is simply killing all the mobs, hoping that maybe he'll re-pop while I'm getting the cutscene, and I'll just make a quick turnaround. And AMES. Now, I'll be honest, I've never seen him up before. There's always been players camping him like, Poison Hand, Nagdad, that's it. Thank you. It was my favorite boss in campaign battles, because he's a monk. And I'm usually on monk, and we'll usually 100 Fist one another. Serpentine gun, eh? Never seen that drop before. Range accuracy plus 10, ranged attack plus 10, level 34 ranger. It's a gun, but not too bad. Too great, but gladiator, foot soldiers. I should probably take those guys out too. I don't remember. Oh, we don't have a map for here either. We're probably lost now. What I was trying to do was a big circle, but soldiers, bow shooters. Well, not the end of the world. I hope this is the right way. This should be an intersection coming up here, but it's not the intersection we thought it was, so we're turning around and we're going back. 2015, we're still getting lost in Final Fantasy XI. Buy your maps, people. They made it easy to acquire all the maps in the game now. You just need a lot of gil. A lot of gil. But you just go to Juno. Lower Juno, across from the auction house. There's an NPC that sells them all. So I think any NPC that sells maps sells them all now. I might be wrong on that. Been wrong before. It's zeros. I did have a fun holiday. I didn't get to watch Star Wars. I know I was like the only person that didn't, but there's still plenty of time. I'm gonna see if I can be that guy that waits for it to go to the dollar theater. Do they even have dollar theaters anymore? They probably don't. Ah. Bum bum ba-dum. Haven't seen Star Wars yet either. How about that? We're too busy farming Dynamis for coins. Star Wars can wait. We did take full advantage of my parents' extended cable package, and finally got to watch Thor. No, not Thor. Captain America, Winter Soldier. And it was okay. I was kind of glad I didn't spend money on that, but actually I have been farming Dynamis. Yeah, ever since I mentioned, what was it? It's not a competition, but it really is. Lanos is like, been in the Dynamis. Must beat Dent, and we're gonna beat Dent. Everybody beats Dent. Dentral gets distracted playing on other characters. I could be farming Dynamis right now, but I'll be honest, I get kind of bored doing the same thing night after night after night after night. Not that this is... I'm trying to think of a polite way to describe running around doing missions, collecting survival guides. It's different though. We'll go with that. Actually was doing numbers. Me neither. Had a major plot point spoiled, but I like Star Wars, but I'm no fanboy of it. No worries. I won't say what it was. Thank you. I don't know how. I've been fortunate that I haven't gotten any of the spoilers yet. And the numbers say that farming the high tier mobs without the notorious monsters can gain 500 to 600 currency. That sounds about right. That's kind of what I get when I go on Thief. If I don't go on Thief, I don't get those kind of numbers. You also get a ton of the forgotten stuffs. Touches, hopes, that kind of thing. It's Sandorian music. And Dancer is still worthless in Dynamis. Yeah. You called for me, Your Majesty. Frank Marge? I was not expecting you so soon. Annalise, tell him. Yes, sire. This is not Halver. Halver was probably quite a bit younger at this time. Frank Mage, I've summoned you here today to talk about one thing. The Northlands investigation. Oh yes, that. Those bestalker Humes are causing no end of trouble, saying they want to investigate here, there, and the other place. It is true. The Humes are fools, and no better. Can they truly believe that some ancient power lies hidden in that forsaken wasteland? Ah. Do they hope to find the gates of eternal paradise there, in that lair of fiends most uncouth? Preposterous. We must take control of this situation immediately. Still, we cannot let them walk about the Northlands freely. Who knows what they're plotting under the guise of this investigation? Frank Marge, listen. Go with the investigation party. Keep a close eye on that foreign friends do. They're up to something, it is certain. I am sure nothing will come of this, but in case they do find something in that wasteland, do not let them take it. Understood? As you command, my lord. I would give the very blood that runs my veins if it were to further the cause of our kingdom. You could rely on me. These foreigners are wily and faithless. Never let down your guard. And may the goddess of the dawn protect you in her mercy. The king has taken a beautiful queen, and I think a splendid addition to the royal family is not far off. An heir, perhaps? We people of Sandoria, too, must ever look to the future. The Alban must never fall behind foreigners, in power or faith. I understand, Your Grace. Very good. Do well, Frank Mage. Or is it Frank Mage? Yes, sire. My life for the kingdom. Nope. Shouldn't have made that pledge. No. No. Definitely should not have. Meanwhile, in Zarkabard, as I thought, there's nothing here. Only barren wastelands as far as the eye can see. But there is something wrong about this place. I can feel it. I don't think, Wank, we should leave Zarkabard yet. I agree. My nose has never failed me. But I don't smell anything. That's not normal. Something really terrible must have happened here a long time ago. Ridiculous! We cannot base our decisions on your feelings alone. You can stay and look for whatever terrible thing is supposed to be here. But I... Help! Come quick! Rogurum and Cornelia! They... Ulrich, what happened? We were attacked by fiends, and Rogurum and Cornelia fell down a crevice. Oh no! Oh no! Grr! Where? This way. I got words. 6 stacks of them. Pretty much trying to get rid of them at 100 kill each. Oh, yeah, it's difficult to move the Forgottens now. Hi. Rogurum and Cornelia. Where could they have gone? See, this is something that I think Square Enix dropped the ball on. Here, you can clearly see one of the Shadow Lord's battlements. This is before the Shadow Lord, though, so therefore there shouldn't be any battlements, but it's a small, minor gripe. We have to assume the worst. If I can't find them, no one can. Why must Humes and Galka be so irresponsible? It is their fault for wandering off without telling us. There are too few of us left to continue. I say we go back. Besides, we would find nothing even if we stayed. I second that. I've had enough of this creepy place anyway. But there's still places we haven't looked. We have seen enough. There is nothing here but dust and ruins. We accomplished nothing but losing 2 members of our party and wasting an extraordinary amount of time. Yeah, you're right. This whole expedition was a failure. Let's head back tomorrow. Ulrich, tell me something. Is it really an accident? What do you mean? It is not true that there is... Is it not true that there is some, shall we say, tension between humans and Galka and Vostok these days? Are you accusing me of something, Elvon? Huh, calm down. I do not care if it was an accident or not. I care even less about your little country's problems. Just do not cause any more trouble with such trivial matters while I am around. That is all. Well, they all knew about it. Just didn't say anything about it. However, I have set up Windowware to auto-drop all the relic gear in the -1s. But no more full inventory while farming dynamos. See, we should do that. I really, really should. But, no. It's just that difficult for me. Just run out of space. I mean, you're going in with 2 characters. You're getting ready to run in with 3 characters. Shouldn't be running out of space. I should clear more space. But Windowware just makes it so much easier. Corsail. I could not sleep, so I decided to take a walk in the creepiest place in town. Believe me, I'm fine. Yes, sir. No, not you. Rogurum? What do you mean? Died in an accident. I know nothing. Sir Frankmaj. Are you alright, sir? Stop. Do not come any further. No. No. Sir Frankmaj. And they never really explained who killed him. I would like to think that it was the Shadow Lord. Or Ragarum. But there's something to prove that. Now, there's a couple things you can do here. You can run all the way back out, go to the survival guide, and then go on to the next place, which was going to be Bordeaux, but I'm going to use a warp ring. Oh, I can turn these back off. Bum-ba-dum. I don't know where this is going to take us. Sandoria. Southern Sandoria. What I should be doing is subbing Thief for the fleas, but oh well. Oh, done on time. 10:30? Not too bad. So now, I'm going to use this here home point crystal. I'll do another home point, current region, northern, by the Mog House. Yes, please. We're going to do another outpost warp, this time to Pashlau Marshlands, I think. Which is Bestok's version of Jugner Forest. Elves have forest. Bestok's have swamps. Sorry, Bastuk, or however you want to say that. That's not fair. It's accurate, but it's not fair. Let's go to Durfland, and it's going to be teleport with conquest points. Thank you. Hello, Lanus. Happy Monday. And all that fun stuffs. It is Monday still, right? Yeah, still Monday. Couple ways to get to Bordeaux from here, but before we do that, let us get the survival guide, which is going to be here. Click. Alright, common sense dictates that you should now be able to teleport here from similar tombs throughout the world. And one thing, the outpost gate in this zone, and I think also in Buburimu, is clickable. I imagine it's for a cutscene of something. Maybe a mission. Maybe I've done it before and I just don't remember. But I don't think I have. Started a new character? Kinda. This is Songarthul. He was my third account that I made. Back before they had trust in PCs and triple boxing was still a thing. We never did much with him though. Let's see. We just reactivated him recently and got his Beastmaster job up to 99. He's got Monk at 90. And Ninja and Warrior at 49 and 50. And then a whole bunch of other stuff not even remotely close to being leveled. He doesn't have Dancer. So instead of doing another night of trying to cap our club skill on Cyndaquil, I thought, let's just get him up to rank 6 at the very least. So, yeah. He's not even on the same account with Cyndaquil, so it's completely separate. Actually, I can search. It's easier just to type it. Oh, whoa. Search all friend, and hey look, there's Cyndaquil. She's in Northern Sandoria, AFKN. So that's what Mithra do. Just a mark. If we had Thief, we would go after it, because they drop Marlboro vines when you got Treasure Hunter, like Rams drop ram skins, but trying to think. What does... See, Sandoria on the way to... No. That's not right. You're thinking of something else. Aren't you? Probably. Don't even know anymore. It's not perfectly. Got Geo 80 and stopped to poor. Oh, that's not good. What happens at 80 that requires so much money? I don't even have Geomancer unlocked on any character. I need to do that, but I'm not sure if what I want to do is actually finish all the treasures of what Seekers of Aldolin first before unlocking those jobs, but yeah, might be easier. Okay, I thought I saw something on that Fungar that wasn't there. Mages are just flat out expensive as it is. I guess buying the spells, they are. They can be. And if you got Thief, here's how I always wanted to spells over 500k after a certain level. Wow. And that's kind of expensive. And I guess they only drop in certain places and you can't farm them and that kind of thing. Alright, that's just how much they cost from the NPCs. Well, shoot. I need to stop farming Dynamis coins and go after those spells. Here's what I always wanted to do, since I had Thief leveled on Cyndaquil, was instead of buying all the spells on the auction house, look up the spell that you need, then go to the wiki, find out which mob drops it, and then take your treasure hunter out there and start killing those mobs until they dropped it. But I think one was around 800k NPC. 8. Well, Square Enix can't make everything easier. They might. Alright, this should be Bedeau. Should be. Oh, that's not good. You walk into the zone and the Clasp of Thunder comes crashing down. Survival guide. Clickety click. Alright, common sense dictates that you should now be able to teleport here from similar tombs throughout the world. If you haven't done this before and you're doing it fresh, quite a bit more entailed. Unless they've changed it, and it's been that long that I haven't had to worry about it. Gobu Gascon is one of the notorious monsters that needs killing. He drops a key item, and then there's another one further in the dungeon. I don't remember his name either. He also drops something that you need. And then you take those somethings back to a dude. And, God, I made a wrong turn. Into Tenshodo, who will give you the 3 key items that you need to open up said door. I think the Silver Bell is one that he gives you no questions asked. But fortunately, we already have those items. So I'm not even going to waste with those mobs. We're just going to run down to, I think it's called Kulon Dome. Silver Bell and Crescent Rosary. Sounds right. Key items. Permanent. There's also a black matinee necklace, but I think that might have been one of the items that gets dropped that you give to the dude. Maybe. I do remember when we were farming these items on Dent that... Oh, I'm trying to remember how it exactly happened. They left me at the entrance while level 75 white mage and a level 75 black mage went running on ahead to keep the black matinee necklace, because I see you need all 3 items. Silver Bell, Crescent Rosary, and black matinee necklace shine brightly. And all 3 of them open the door. I died in a BCM trying to type Lanos. I'm sorry. That's a little funny. Which BCNM, if you don't mind me asking? Clickety click. This will be the next part. This should be Wild Garome and Cornelia time. There should be a law in Bestock that Hugh males should wear pants and not supplicars. Those explosives, pretty amazing, aren't they? Indeed, without them, we could not have been able to dig that mine. Now, finally, we can compete with Sandoria for power. That's all it's about. One of the high tier ones that you use merit points. Ah, shoot. Sucks. Sorry that you died. Heh. Wait, aren't good enough to live in there. One blast should take care of them. What's the matter, Babin? Lord Raugarum, we found that Quaidov temple in the mines, as you suspected. I could not stop them. That is unfortunate. As always, they don't even try to understand. Which seeker mission am I on? It's the one before you get invited to dinner. Which, like, way early. Yeah. Nothing. All the Quaidov guarding this place, you think we'd find a treasure or two. Come on, let's move. Just finish this job and go. Ulrich, wait. As I thought, they were trying to protect their eggs. But they don't even try to understand. Is that all you've got, Raugarum? Ulrich, why? Why? I never liked you. That's why. You will never get away with this, Ulrich. Watch me. Cornelia? What have I done? Why? I couldn't let you die here, Raugarum. There are people who need you. Cornelia! No! No! Sorry. I'm stuck on a higher one and no one ever on in my link shell to help. Which fight? Which server are you on again, Lanus? Excuse me. That down. What? Actually, writing stuff like this down. All right, so that is the second Magicite. We've got one more, which is in everyone's favorite dungeon, Castle Ostroja. Yggdrasil beckons. Okay. Can't make any promises. E-A-L-F-O-R. Just finish that one. Were you able to solo it, Lanos? And if so, what job, what trust did you use? All that fun stuff. Where are we going? We're going back to a home point crystal. Those ones suck. Well, that's not good. But expected. Maybe if you go on Dancer. Sorry. We want current region, we want Northern Sandoria, we want Buy the Mock House, and we want a yes please. You can't. As in, can't solo it? You can't use trust NPCs? Probably all of the above. What I could do is it only cost $1. Create a another Pokemon on another server. Of course, I would have to level her all the way from level 1 to 99 in the job that we want, just so we could help Leonos. Solo? If I was a red mage with max job points and hecka well geared, maybe. Let's do Aragano, that's it. This region is currently under your home country's control, so it's only going to cost 15 conquest. I think what would be the easiest job to level up to? Oh, Beastmaster. Obviously. So maybe Black Mage. Black Mage wouldn't be too hard. I only know of one person that soloed it, and he's one of the best red mages on my server. And even he took 5 or so times to solo them. Now that doesn't sound fun. Well, actually it does. Being able to solo something that Square Enix did their best to try and make unsoloable. Of course, by the time I get another character on another server, leveled up to the level and further along in the mission along the way, they'll have nerfed the fight, and Leonos will have finished how to win, but well, I'll be able to pull that off. Would definitely put a curb on us. What's the word I'm looking for? Getting that stuff done. With my jobs, the trust I have won't work well. Nah, I don't. No. It's not even. I mean, right now, I wouldn't know what to do. Once I get Syndical finished off, if that's ever gonna happen, then maybe we can create new characters on new servers and play with the friends that we meet on Twitch. But so much more to do. I would say come over to Quetzalcoatl and Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, I said that right. And there would be somebody here to help you out, but no, do that. Even last night, there was a player just trying to find 4 other players to do job points with, and they weren't getting any responses from their shouts. Probably because everybody that wanted job point parties were already in job point parties, but 484 players on Quetzalcoatl right now, which is still higher than what it was a month or 2 ago. Of course, we're also on winter holiday breaks right now. Kids that normally would be studying for school are playing FF11. Other guys that would be in college are playing FF11, so if you spent a good weekend on a job, you could probably get 1 to 99. Won't be well geared and missing a bunch of stuff. Yeah. I'll agree with that. If you spent the weekend on it. Especially, I mean, if you get the trust NPCs that Leno suggests, then 541. That's not too bad. Well, I mean, it's better than Quetzalcoatl. Anybody that's on Asura or Odin or that other server that usually has over 1,000 people, do a quick shout out. Let us know how many are playing the Monday after Christmas. So what I want to do is come back on New Year's Eve and see how many players are on. Yeah. Because it's New Year's Eve. 3 days. BSing. Got Geo to 80. That's not too bad. And you would probably been able to go to 99 if you hadn't stopped to get the correct spell. I don't even know how Geomancer works. Do you need all the spells as you go up to get to 99? Or is it like any other job where as long as you get the XP, then that's all you need to do? It takes about 4 hours to take a job from 80 to 99. Well, I'm not disagreeing with that. But I don't think I could get it 80 to 99 that quickly, but there's sometimes, and there he is. Kukija, the Unseen, is a poor name because we see you and we whiffed. You can easily take a job from 1 to 30 in about an hour or so. See, I'm of the school that it used to take 8 hours to get a job from level 1 to level 10. A mage job, at least. It was around level 8 that it got good because you could actually on Black Mage. Used the stone spell to one-shot nuke. Guy's got a lot of HP. Oh, the super easy prey mobs, but dun, dun, dun. You pain. Ah! Random stag beetle. Okay, we got 80 gil. Oh, he drops something else. I don't remember what it is, but it didn't drop this time. So. I don't even know why we're fighting the notorious monsters without treasure hunter. Seems like it's a waste of time. Probably because it's a waste of time. Alright, we're gonna pick up the survival guide. Good. Now, bestial loyalty should be back up. Job abilities. Bestial loyalty. Ta-da. And now let's see if I was get another one here. Can't decide on which job I'm taking the 99. Whatever you do, don't do Bard. That's okay, you can do Bard. Abilities. Pet command. Fight. Pet command. Ready. Claw Cyclone. Bye-bye. Oh! Kitty just cleared the room. He doing stuff. I was stalling, moving because they were acting like they were going to be doing stuff. Ah. But never on. It's this thing with Link Shell folks. It's one of those things that I always noticed. That if I'm the only one in the link shell and I'm waiting for someone else to swing by, not gonna happen because both these dudes are probably like AFKing. Here. So what you can do is click this, then run away. Oh, cannot reach the target. Alright. Try it again. Still cannot reach the target. Well, then let's try this one. Cannot reach targets. Because of the kitty, I bet. Alright. So, kitty. I need you to do a pet command here. Ability, pet command. Stay. Alright, it's not the one on the right. You have to stand in the middle of the two switches. That makes more sense. Alright, kitty. You can come back. Abilities, pet command. See, what I was wanting was the cat not to be in my way, because trying to run through it would slow me down, and chances are we would fall down the hole. And then we're gonna run up here and see if we remember how to get back into the dungeon. I know how to get to the top of the tower, no problem. Getting into the basement, once I end up heading in the right direction, I don't think I'll have any problems. It's just remembering where we're supposed to zig instead of zag. But we didn't fall down the hole, so yay! But I think there's a notorious monster over here that we're gonna sick the kitty on. Oh, we don't have a map for this place either. This might be a problem. Because sometimes you want the map for this place. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to turn around. I'm one of those believers that you shouldn't just have 1 or 2 shells. Should have 3 to 4 with 1 perma equipped for your social and the rest being doing stuff with. Nothing wrong with that. Dent's got a ton of old link shells from different groups that would just get together like once a week, even. There was one that we were just going to have just for climbing the 100 floors of, oh god, what was the name of that zone? Hold on. Ability, pet command. Can you fight it from this far away? Can. Can you boss cyclone it from this far away? You can. Uh-oh. Oh, now he went and pissed off the kitty. Alright. Abilities. I really need to make macros. Whack whack. Yay, money. Alright. Neasel Isle. Thank you very much, Nightmare, and welcome to the stream. Greetings. We didn't get very far. I showed up every week like we were supposed to. They didn't. But, you know, these things happen. People get distracted with other stuffs and other games. A lot of those link pearls, I'm even kind of worried about re-equipping, because I'm afraid that if I turn them, equip it, and it's broken for one reason or another, then happy little memory will go away. That's probably a dead end over there, but we're gonna run over there real quick just to be sure that it's a dead end. Like I said, it's been a while since we've had to run to the basement in Castle O. Been a long. We've had to run to the basement in Castle O. And we're doing it without a map, so maybe this is the right way. Really don't think it is. But maybe. I think this is just going to be a door that leads to a cutscene. Pretty sure. I don't remember which cutscene. I think it had something to do with the Fellowship NPC trust. Reached it long time ago, can't even remember now. Oh, to run it? Yeah. It's... When we were clearing this for the link shell, trying to get everybody rank 5, and there were a bunch. I say a bunch. It was like... We had half an alliance worth of people. I guess like maybe 8 or 9 players that we were running through. 2 of us already had it. We weren't worried about that. It was everybody else that we were running it for. And go back the way it came. Thank you. And Maida was the only one that could cast Sneaking and Viz on everybody. And by the time that you cast Sneaking and Viz on everybody that needed it, it would start to wear off on the first person. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to run through the hallways, and we're going to kill everything that we find along the way. And it was so much more fun that way. It was a little slower, yes, but it was more fun. So if you ever get to do this with a big group of people, I don't know how we get to do this with a big group of people, but I recommend steamrolling everything along the way just to make it more enjoyable. So now I think we're going to be aiming for maybe that doorway over there. I think. Find out. I know it's not to the west, because that takes you upstairs. We don't need to be going upstairs. Don't think we can go further this way, can we? Because this is also a dead end. Yep, so I got to double back. Let's say widened it. No, they didn't. What I need to be doing is coming out of here and then running down there. So, you know what? That one tunnel that we were running down, and I was like, yeah, I don't think this is the right way. I think it was the right way, now that I think about it. And now I really wish I had sub Thief for fleas, but, well, does he even have Thief leveled to a point that we can get Flea? Got it at 41. That's better than some of my characters. Probably better than Dent. I think Dent still has his at 37. Which is a shame, because we had so much fun on Thief on Dendril. That was just getting it to 37. Or maybe it just seemed fun. I think I was really sleep deprived back in those days. Like 2005, 2006. Anybody that played FF11 didn't get proper sleep. Memories. Alright, running back this way. We won't be running back too far. This takes you back out into the courtyard that we just didn't need to be in. So now we're going to run back this way. Then we're going to make a right at this intersection. The room straight ahead was where we killed a notorious monster and got this spiffy new staff that we can't equip unless we're on White Mage. Cure potency plus 6%, MP plus 8, and it's not even rare EX, so good luck selling it on the auction house. And I'm not sure if 6% plus cure potency is even good at level 43. Probably isn't bad. I mean, especially with the big cures. Now, Cyndaquil, she gets roughly about 400 to 500. See if this is the right way. Probably not. This is probably a dead end too, isn't it? We'll check it out though, just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure it's a dead end. I think this is the exit to when you're fighting the dudes in the High Priest and those guys. Exit out to here. Yep, dead end. Where are you trying to go? We're trying to go down to the basement for the Magicite without a map, but we've already canceled out all other possibility choices of where you can go in Castle O. It's gonna be one last route, and we're just gonna go back down the stairs, make a right, out into the next courtyard. I think make another right, and that should lead us to where we need to be. Should. One way to find out. My very first time in this zone, the party got split up. And I stuck with Nikki, because she was my white mage that was casting Sneak and Invis on me. And the black mage in the party, I don't remember his name, and the other monk in the party who was a higher level than me, they were like, let's go this way. And I'm like, no, that's not the right way. Yes, it is. And they're like, alright, we'll go that way, and when y'all realize it's the wrong way, you'll come back here and we'll just meet up there. You're close. Thank you. Bad things happened that night. I think me and the Paladin were the only two that didn't need a raise. Unfortunately, the Paladin knew raise. I'm just so glad that I wasn't the one that aggroed everybody. Take a right when you exit that dead end upstairs. Alright. Thank you. Then we're gonna make another right here. And go through this hallway. I don't even know why I'm trying to see which, if the notorious monsters are up right now, because we have Ochihota's coat. We can transfer it to any character that we want. But not like he's gonna drop it too. Let's see, is there anybody else in here? No, it's just us. And the bats. And the Yagudo. Alright, now this should be the stairs that lead down. You're gonna go down a long, long way. Alright. Yep. This is where I start to have Silent Hill 2 flashbacks. Could almost go so far as to say these stairs are so long I could leave auto run up while I go refill my soda. But I mean, I kind of want to do that. I'm definitely thirsty, but oh well. Almost there. I remember Paladin artifact armor quest. You had to fish up a notorious monster in this zone. In this basement, even. There's like a little fountain or something behind these walls. And you fish it up with a particular kind of bait, kill it, drop some other item, take that item back to the kid and Sandy by the fountain over there, and then somehow you get, what is it, boots? Sword? I don't remember. It wasn't that long ago. It was over a month. Ah. One of these. But we're almost there. It was around this corner. And everything was just seemed so much more difficult back then. Probably because everything was a lot more difficult back then. These two mobs, one of them being a black mage, I think. This one is definitely the black mage. We were trying to access the torch stands. Cannot reach the target. How about now? Still cannot reach the target. Maybe if you stand in front of it this way. Light the torch. There you go. Automatically. Oh, it's Commander Denali. Good evening. And that's the wrong way. This is the right way. And this little stretch of tunnel is where all the carnage happened. We had a dead black mage standing around here. He didn't understand why his AoE nukes weren't one-shotting everything. We had a dead monk over here. Nikki, who was our white mage and trying to keep everybody alive, she was standing right about here. And Dent, who was a level 25 monk? No, he was probably level 30, level 35 monk. Was standing on this side of the zone where it was safe. And just reading the carnage as it happened. You're like, no, what are you doing? Oh gosh. I'm out of HP. Somebody cure me. There's our white mage. She was level 25. And that was why she went down so quickly. Not that I think she could have kept everybody going at this point. And if this was your first time through, there would also be a cutscene as you came into this zone. I guess I can't really do spoilers since we're doing a playthrough of the missions, but Goblin doesn't make it. I don't remember the Goblin's name. Oh well. We're almost there. I really want to find out what these stone lids are for someday. But not today. Should write that down. List of things to do. Investigate stone lid. Click the Magicite. This will get us our final cutscene. Ish. Thinking about it. Ta-da. Oh, yeah. A Baruha, Baruha. Summoning, you say? Yes. I would like to name this magic Summoning. The divine text depicted in the form of the star Sibyl commanding a great beast. At any rate, we are very close. Soon, the magic of summoning will be complete. Are you uneasy, Your Holiness? Yes. Very. Time is of the essence. The lines of battle are at Tarongi Canyon and draw close to Saruta Baruta. The attack on Astroja shall fail, and many flame of life will be extinguished, like the star reading long ago. Place your trust in me, Your Holiness. Winder shall escape its fate of ruin. The Book of the Gods has taught me everything. It told me the meaning of the tower and the fountains, and it has taught me how to command the greatest of beasts. Sajito Marajito! I want this spell. Or enchantment, or whatever it is. Anybody that tries to attack you gets stunned. And it's a very long stun, too. Shoo, shoo! Keep your grimy claws off Winder's Oratory Minister, Ajito Marajito. You are a fool for coming here to the throne room alone. You say you are the Winder's Oratory Minister, Ajito Marajito? Gawk. Oratory Minister? And I am Aviatory Minister. How do we know what you speak is not lies? Gawk. I should cut you up and send you to Heaven's Tower. Gawk, gawk. Gawk. Silence! Our little friend came all the way from Winders to greet us. Let us hear what he has to say. I guess we're not going to hear it. Kak ka ka. You came all the way to ask about the full moon fountain? Well, Tara have probably already realized why the Horototo ruins were built and why the full moon fountain exists underneath them. Those ruins are evil. The towers sponge dry the area around Saruta Baruta of all their magic. You think we Ugudo are the cause of these wastelands, but you only have yourselves to thank. You, the Taru that activated those towers. The towers are all damaged. How do you explain magic still being drained from the plains of Saruta Baruta? What about you, Ugudo? What are those things that you continue... What are those things that you continue digging? Those stones. Maybe they are the cause of all this. Ka ka ka. I commend you on your perceptiveness. But the reason Saruta Baruta has become a wasteland has nothing to do with those stones. That night, 20 years ago, when we were defeated by your armies, you made a grave mistake. You still do not understand. Make your way deep into the central tower of the Horototo ruins. There, you will see firsthand what the star Sibyl and those summoners really did. The moon and the stars no longer smile upon Winders. Now, the world shall kneel before the Ugudo. Bad. Stars of the heavens, tell me what to do. Tell me, Garuha Baruha. Help me. And I guess they're kind of listening to her. No, maybe not. Oh. That was the evil dude. I don't remember his name. He has a couple more cutscenes in the Winders storyline. Hey, it's Lion. What happened? Are you alright? Still looking like jailbait. So, that's what Magicite looks like. What could they possibly want with it? Well, let's have the Shadow Lord tell you. You are too late. I have already awakened. Your rage, cowardice, envy, arrogance, and apathy. From these I will spread the bane that will destroy Vana'diel. Who are you? Your kind has awakened me, and this time you will be destroyed. You cannot stop me. Vanadale will be the grave for you and all your kind. What mission is this? This is Magicite. This will get us up to rank 5, hopefully. Was that a phantom? An image of the Shadow Lord? The Shadow Lord? It can't be. His powers can't have returned. Then it is true. The Beastmen are trying to bring the Shadow Lord back. You be careful too. It's like, I know Lion was talking to me and asking me the questions, but considering we weren't responding, it kind of gave me a, oh shoot, the name of the dude from The Hobbit that goes Precious. He was having a conversation with himself, and that's kind of what that reminded me of. Can't believe I don't remember the dude's name right now. Yeah. I never liked The Hobbit. Tell Dynamis that. Alright, so now we just need Golem! Thank you. Why did I forget Golem's name? There's probably a couple of reasons. None of them nice. Certainly wasn't my favorite character from those movies. Oh, books. But, yeah. Current region, no. Let's just go straight to Juno. Lute Gardens, Mog House, that should be close enough. Yes, please. Smeagol. Golem? Smeagol? Smurgle. There is a Smurgle in Pokemon. Kind of paints with his tail. Alrighty. So do we go straight to, no, actually I think we go straight to the Archduke. And take the Magicite to him. Is it going to be listed under key items? Yeah, Magicite Opistone. A crystal you found in Devoy. It is glowing eerily. Aura Stone. A crystal you found in Bordeaux. It is also glowing eerily. And then the Aura Stone, a crystal you found in Castle Ostroja. Also kind of eerie. And somebody else ran up at the same time. And now she's gone. I found your rocks. Magicite. Yes. These stones emit the same power as crystals. Though impure, that power is great indeed. Now it is clear why the Beastmen gathered where they did. They were drawn to the Magicite's great power. Yes, it is time to eradicate the Beastmen threat once and for all. Hey, Dentral! What kind of controller are you using? I'm trying to use my PS4 controller, but I can't. Hello, Mr. Kupo. I am using a Logitech wireless gamepad F710. And it uses Duracell batteries. You can use rechargeable batteries in this, but I wouldn't know how to get the PlayStation 4 controller to work with... I'm sure there's a way. It's probably a third-party software you would have to use. I don't know if FF11 has support for those controllers yet. I know I've even heard of ways to get the Xbox controllers working for PCs. I've never done that. I've never been able to get it to work. This one, what I like is it's got a little switch that switches between old format gamepads, like the old wired. I don't know if you can see this one. Gamepads from old. I use this one on my Vista machine still. It's okay, thanks anyways. Can't navigate through the menus, only movement and confirmation on attacking monster. Well, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. If you've got part of it working, then the rest of it just might be simple having to map the key stuff. We're going to take a short break real quick here and see if I can pull up the FF11. Actually, it won't let me pull up FF11 config while in game. But if you're on the PC and you use the FF11 config utility, you should be able to click test gamepad and then try to remap some of the keys until you actually get working what you want. That's a step. If that doesn't work, then I don't know if FF11 Encyclopedia has any pages on how to get a PlayStation 4 controller working. The Asura Reddit probably does. Yeah, it's really weird. The D-pad doesn't work. It's totally okay. Don't worry about it. Just wondering. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to worry about it, but I really don't know the answer. Alright, for now, I thank you for your service. Since you already have an airship pass, please accept this instead. May you spend it wisely. Are you going to give me back the 1 million gil that we might have spent on our airship pass before? Doubt it. Is it even still 1 million? The 3 stones are incomplete, but with the powers of the 4th stone that rests deep beneath Castle Zaval, perhaps then the Shadow Lord will rise again. Really? You said that out loud? Of course, the talisman that seals Zaval's inner depths was put in place over 20 years ago. Stop any attempt. I've also read that the 3 keys to open the seals were kept safely by the 3 great nations. Oh, somebody just jinxed it. Your Grace! Terrible news. What is it? Dire news, Your Grace. The leaders of all 3 nations have been attacked. Attacked? By beastmen? Yes, Your Grace. And see what you did, Song. You went and got pissed everybody off. Confound them. They're one step ahead of us. So they seek to resurrect the Shadow Lord. Quite a lofty goal for beastmen. So be it. Then perhaps you should return to your embassy. I will call for your aid again soon. Until then, be well. Now we're walking out. I'm pretty sure you can make it Xbox 360 controller to work on a PC. Maybe South third-party software, but only if it's not Windows 10. Though you may have to connect a wire to make it work. Yeah, I've definitely seen and heard players talk about how much money did we get? Is that only 20,000, not 200,000? Yeah, you only get 20,000 gil for completing this a second time. If you have the airship pass. I shouldn't complain about it. I mean, 20k is 20k, but one of Dentral's mules spent 1 million gil to get the airship pass, and I want that 1 million gil back when I complete a rank 5 on her. But, oh well. Do I talk to you, or do I talk to the babe? Songarthul, at long last you return. Congratulations on your success. I regret you have no time for reprieve. Our beloved Sandoria is in danger. Let me pull this out of my butt and give it to you. Her Excellency is away, of course. So please take this to the court in her stead. Take the airship. I will remain and do what I can. And we get an additional 10,000 gil and key item, message to Juno, which we're about to read. Probably not supposed to read it, but... Attempted assassination at the Chateau de Royales, unconscious and in poor condition. Return to Sandoria immediately. Oh, means they went after Destin. Alright, so Warp Ring is still down for the next 2 minutes. Let's use the survival guide, because we can use that with points. There's still RMTs. I'm sure there is. I don't know how prevalent they are on Quetzalcoatl. I don't see shouts anymore for XP parties where you pay us this and we'll get you up to level 99 and that kind of thing. I don't see that anymore. Since Quetzalcoatl is such a small server, I can't imagine there would be many RMTs on here, but I would think that the majority of them would have moved to Final Fantasy XIV, since that's where the larger player base is right now. Just a guess. Let's do original release areas, Northern Sandoria, using tabs. Back there, Steam controller might work. May want to check some forums first, though. Yeah, if BG Wiki probably has a message talking about PlayStation 4 controllers, the Reddit pages for Asura, they probably have a message for it as well, even though Mr. Kupo's told us not to worry about it. I'm still worried. So let's run to Chateau d'Oruro. I don't know how to pronounce that. You think I would after all these years. It's not on here though. Oh well, we'll see it when we zone into it though, won't we? Yes, there are still RMTs, but they focus on heavy metal plates, Alexandrite, and relic currency. That's the easier stuff to farm. Need gold. It's probably gotten easier now that that you can just stick it on the auction house. And an interesting thing for I noticed this today when I was looking at guild points. Next time that you all are on Final Fantasy XI auction house, look at the price for pet food alpha. And this will go under things that make you go, geez, haven't they given up yet? Oh wait, it's probably because of the limited support team still handling this game. I mean, it's... let's finish this real quick here. Hello, Songarthul. You rushed back from Juneau upon hearing the news, right? Well, taking care of those bandits already. She steps closer. Well, Halvar is exaggerating again. With talk of a botched assassination, what could he mean by the king falling unconscious? Surely he's not calling adventurers to the chateau over such nonsense. Such brigands cannot stand before the might of the Temple Knights. His whisperings dishonor our nation. Do you not agree? Kurilla, are you there? Destin! Everybody kneel. Yes, your majesty. Ah, very good. Your leadership was exemplary, as always. Thanks to you, I may focus on my duties. You are too kind, your majesty. However, Kurilla, there seems to be something you overlooked. Your majesty? During the uproar, somebody made off with a talisman. Leonos just looked at the price for pet food alpha, I think. The talisman, your majesty. Not the one that keeps the Shadow Lord imprisoned. The very one. We were visited by an infiltrator while our eyes were on the brigands. For a stack of pet food. A stack of pet food that you can make with level 9 cooking skill. So the intruders were but a decoy. Oh, that was Destin's voice, but it was supposed to be Kurilla. So the intruders were but a decoy. I suspected them so. And who might know of the talisman's existence, even among Sandorians, your majesty? I fear someone bent on bringing the Shadow Lord back from his exile did this. But before we track down this infiltrator, first must we thwart their sinister plot. However, let us decide on a plan of action. Kurilla, be not disheartened. By no means was this your fault. So totally your fault. Call off the alert and return to your regular duties. Well, Songarthul, your help is needed yet again. Halvar will convey my orders soon enough. Remember, you have our thanks. Oh yeah, it's pet food alpha. That's so totally an RMT thing because nobody buys that on the auction house. I think you can buy that from any of the Chocobo stables too. Why are people selling it like that? Just to show off? How much skill do they have? No, Lord of War, that's one way RMT actually transfers money from one player to another without raising alarms with GMs. Because say I was RMT and I was selling you gil and you were giving me your credit card number over the phone or whatever, however they do it, we would meet in game, and then I would say give you 80 million gil as a player-to-player transfer. Square Enix has codes in there set up that rings an alarm, so they want to. I don't think it's not doing anything specifically illegal, but it certainly gets attention focused on you, and they're going to look at everything else that you're doing. And if it also appears that you're engaged in RMT activity, then they'll go ahead and suspend your account, or at least give you a stern warning. Too bad I didn't have it on there at that time. Well, you don't want to get caught up in RMT activity. You don't want Square Enix thinking that, you know, you're one of those players. We shall begin immediate discussion on a policy for action. Songarthul, you must work on improving your skills and equipment. Ow. Just called us Gimp. Speak not of the attempt on the king's life, nor this business with the Shadow Lord, lest panic grip the kingdom. And this is probably where we have to wait till after Japanese, not Japanese midnight, probably just have to wait a game day. It's clearly against the terms of service. You have been unable to find a suitable bride for Prince Trion. Well, I will not ask you to do the impossible. No, the prince shall have his consort. I am counting on you, Songarthul. Let me give you the description again, in case you have forgotten. According to Prince Bijou, Prince Trion prefers hewn girls with short blonde hair, brushed to the right in the front, and tied in a small ponytail in the back. When you find someone matching the description, bring them here as a member of your party. I'm gonna do that someday. Just not today. Alright. We want out. Leaving the chateau. Let's go and talk to one of the gate guards, see if we can get the Shadow Lord mission flagged. I don't think we can. We might be able to, but probably not. We're gonna need some more water crystals, though. There is another one in between, and I don't know if I want to do that other one first. I mean, I do want to do it first, but it's not really important. I think it's the crystal bass, where you just have to fish up a special kind of fish. It's really easy if you got the right kind of bait and tackle. But let's see. Any game exploit is technically against it, and anyone even suspected of dealing with RMTs can face limited bans. Square Enix has gotten... I believe they've gotten more compliant over the years. It's... SE used to probably have the biggest ban stick on RMT activity than any other company that I can think of, much more so than Blizzard. There's companies out there that realize that there's players playing their game that are making profit playing their game. They just don't care. Go this way. Where was I going with this? Square Enix was very proud of the day that they banned a ton of RMT players and then took billions of gil out of the economy on all servers, and the economy just crashed after that, or at least stabilized is a better way of looking at it. Everything wasn't super inflated anymore. Did they hurt RMT doing that? No. RMT just simply had to raise the price of what they were going to charge for 1 million gil. Same number of players doing what they were doing. Same number of... I don't want to necessarily call them all Chinese players that were doing RMT. I'm sure there were some North Americans in there. I'm sure there were some Japanese players that were selling gil. sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's a lot easier to make money in this game than it is to make money in real life sometimes, and vice versa. They were providing a service, and if Square Enix knew what they were doing correctly back then, they would have usurped RMTs and would have done that service for them. That's my own personal belief. I never bought Gil. I can't say that for everybody that I know, but I can say that I never did. I got fishing up to 92 on Dentral, and I never used a fish bot. Am I proud of that? Not really. A little bit, but a lot of players did, and you know, that's just one of those things. You can spend, especially in the early levels, back in the good old days, sure. Old. Hey, nothing wrong with that. There were players that I didn't know. I knew people that knew them, and that's how I heard about it. They hit rough times. They lost both their jobs. Stuff was getting turned off. They were out of finances. They were sitting on a ton of gil in the game. They contacted an RMT and asked how much would you be willing to offer. It wasn't a lot in American dollars, but it was something. I thought maybe they got like 60, 80 bucks for it or something like that, and we're talking billions. And RMT just went around and sold it for a profit. They didn't have to do much of anything. How this player let it slip that they did something like that, or why there were rumors about it, I see nothing wrong with making gil. It was hard back then, yeah. And it was. But they sold all their in-game currency, and they were able to keep the lights on for another month. Is that a bad thing? No. A lot of players will disagree with me. Another thing is, to make $1 million, I used to have to fish for a long, long time. Zeros is taking off. See you next time, Zeros. Have a good one. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Was half the amount they sold for. That sounded fair. To make $1 million, you could be spending a week, 2 weeks farming the same thing, crafting the same thing. Maybe you'll make $1 million, maybe you won't. And voila. Or if dependent upon how much money, even if you're making minimum wage back in 2005, 2-3 hours worth of work at a minimum wage job, that'll give you the same amount of money that you would need, I think, for $1 million gil back then. 3 hours worth of work or 2 weeks worth of game time. But you know, I think if Square Enix had done what other free-to-play companies do and given away for another kind of currency that they could have sold, which could have been exchanged for gil or anything else, then that would have been a better way of counteracting RMT. Although RMT would have probably found a way around it. You know, oh, what can you do? Alright, so we got the Crystal Spring and the Ruins of Feyin. Maybe the Crystal Spring was a different one. I don't remember. I don't want to necessarily click the wrong one though. So let's trade these crystals. And then see if we get the Shadow Lord. Trade. 1 stack of water crystal. 2 stack of water crystal. And finally, 3 stack of water crystal. Your rank points are full. We've added the excess to your conquest points. It used to take like 12 stacks of crystals to fill out your rank points. But alright, Ruins of Feyin, I believe, is what we need next. That's probably going to be the, that's the one where you're going to have to kill the 5 dudes. Hey, you just need to kill 1 dude. He's a bone, but shouldn't be too tough. Ruins of Feyin, there you are. I've been looking for you. Monolairs, however, request your presence at the chateau immediately. It sounds as if there is a fairly important mission. I need not remind you that you should take care to properly equip yourself before embarking on this journey. Yeah, we're going to accept the mission. I'm not sure what this is about, but you'd best make haste. The Monolace is not to be kept waiting. Right back up there. Which Dynamis should I test? Do you have access to the Dreamland Dynamis? Because if you do, I'm really fond of Dynamis Volcrum. I don't know why, I'm just down. Probably because I know the zone really well. I don't know if Lanos Rep is still on. He's, I think, more partial for Buburimu. An okay one, too. If you don't have access to Dreamland Dynamis, then Bosidine Glacier is probably the best moneymaker. I think so. How would I check? Just go to Volcrum Dunes. Behind the Outpost Warp is going to be some hieroglyphics. Click it. And if it gives you the option... Well, actually, if you haven't been in there before, you'll get a cutscene with Diablos. And, yeah. And words. I already forgot them. Then you'll be able to go in there. Be sure you click Support Jobs Unlocked. Otherwise, you'll be looking for a triple question mark hidden somewhere in the zone to unlock your sub-job. And there are some players that say if you go in with a locked sub-job, you'll have a shot at getting a white proc, which is going to be 100 coin. But I don't do that, as the chance is really low, like less than 1% kind of thing. Alright, Albert. We've come to a decision at last, Songarthul. We will send an expedition to the accursed Northlands, because that worked so well last time. It will go to the ancient ruins of Feyin, northeast of the Bosidine Glacier, of course. You'll be going too. The ruins are those of a city built by an ancient civilization that we believe was more advanced than our own. The race that lived there called themselves the Zilart. We have found similar ruins on Cape Terrigan to the south. Amazingly, they both remain, though they were built long ago. It's as if some unseen force defies time to protect them. Once, 30 years ago, an international expedition was sent to the Northlands. They were to uncover the secret of the Zilart power. They returned empty-handed. We need you to head to Bosidine Glacier and scour the ruins of Feyin yourself. The ruins are overrun with fiends, you know. We captured it from the Shadow Lord 20 years ago at the cost of many lives. We set a seal on the ruined Colosseum to strengthen the barrier of the Northlands from the inside. You must find it, and use this new seal to strengthen its magic if necessary. Yes, I'm concerned about the Shadow Lord's return, but if the border fails, and the Nether Beast pass into our realm, all in this world will fall to ruin. Alright, so we got the key item, New Feyin Seal. I'm going to see if I have any home point crystals or... what's the other word I was looking for? Outpost warps for Feyin. I doubt it. But I'll find it real quick. Not trying that. I'm nervous enough. Alright. If you haven't been in the Dynamis before, then you're going to want to start with one of the cities. Either Bestock. Stock's probably the easiest, but Stock was always the easiest back at 75. Sandoria is okay too, and what's that last one? Windurst. Windurst is probably the most difficult of the three, just because of the placement of the mobs. I also have the least amount of experience with it. What job are you going in as? You going in as Thief, or would be better? Beastmaster would probably work just fine too. As long as you got Dancer sub too. Oh, I have Dreamlands. Alright. Dreamlands should be fun. But if it's not your first time, you're going to want to get some city wins anyways. Let's travel to another home point. Let's do... if we've got anything in Feyin. Paragondi? Feyin. Home point number 1. This works just fine. We're going to get the win on the dude real quick here, Songarthul, and then go ahead and log her out. Yep. Oh, it's this music. It was back in the good old days when you could just stumble across Zed and Lion chatting away. 30 years ago, the three nations, Winders, Bestok, and Sendoria, sent an expedition to investigate this cursed land. The Gulka swordsman Raugurum, the Hume monk Cornelia, the Hume warrior Ulrich, the elven knight Frankmage, the Taratara white mage Iru Wiru, and the Mithra ranger Rabnta were the members of the expedition. All of them were great heroes of their people, but they had to cut the expedition short when an accident claimed two of their group. Raugurum and Cornelia were the ones who died in that accident. The others are said to have suffered violent deaths themselves after their return. Perhaps they had awakened the curse that was said to be buried in this land. They may have called forth the ancient Bane. Ooh, hate dancer sub. Let me finish this real quick. I'll hop on to Cyndaquil real fast and show you why you're going to want a dancer sub. I understand you, but you'll see. They may have called forth the ancient Bane. The ancient Bane, the shadow of darkness, an image of the Shadow Lord, told us that our kinds were the ones that had awakened him. That he would spread the bane that will destroy Vanadil from our cowardice, rage, envy, arrogance, apathy. His image, see. The great bane will devour the fair land of Vanadil. We'll run in the right direction real quick here. Alright. The ancient seal will be broken, awakening nightmares of ages past. The blood of innocence will soak the earth, and the world will fall into fear and despair. But as one star shines through the clouds at night, and as one song rings above the roar of beast, we hold to one hope in these darkest of times. Me. No. They will come with the wisdom of ages and the strength of thousands to deliver us from our plight. We await the awakening of the Warriors of the Crystal. That's an old song. It's called the Warriors of the Crystal, isn't it? Just an old wives' tale. I do not know why I mentioned it. I must go. I do not expect to find much, but something troubles me. There goes Zed, walking the earth. Okay. The next part is simply clicking on the BCNM. We should get... I don't remember the name of it. We'll find out real quick. This was also a fight I was well geared for back at level 50. It was a level 50 cap back in the good old days too. It was real easy. I mean, there's a big Dark Knight skeleton dude. A rank 5 mission. That's all they call it. What else do you need to be called? Current battlefield clear time is 44 seconds. I don't think I'm going to beat that. He would have ads, and the ads could be difficult. Yay, we got a cipher of Vala Reynolds' alter ego. And then X Camille. Probably more than enough right here. But just in case, let's get our kitty cat. Abilities, bestial loyalty. And the ads were really simple. They had like practically no hit points. I think they've changed it though, because There's not nearly as many ads this time as there used to be. And thanks for not voking, Treon. Abilities? Job abilities? Nope. Pet command. Fight. Ready. Claw Cyclone. This ought to take them all out. Whack. I don't think that was more than less than 44 seconds. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Definitely less than 2 minutes. You fight well, but you should learn to pace yourself. Battles are won by those who can still swing their swords at the end of the day. Why use an axe? I am curious. What are you doing here? The beastmen have been acting strangely. Were you asked to spy on them? The Seal of the Northlands. Ah, that thing those Taru did at the end of the Great War. I have seen no signs of it. It must have already been broken. I wish I could see the look on your superiors' faces when they find out. You say you have brought another seal? Should not have bothered, as they are useless. Who am I? I am just a wandering knight. I do not care what the beastmen do, nor should you. The Shadow Lord was killed 20 years ago. That is a fact. These rumors of him returning are just plain nonsense. But Castle Zaval is also called the Crossroads of Fates, and yet cannot be. I've never heard it called the Crossroads of Fates. I think he's making that up. 1 minute, 23 seconds, and we got our key item, a burnt seal. Yay for that. Alright, so now we're going to use our warp ring. We're going to head back. And now I'm really going to log. Let me pull out. I think we just need to talk to Halver. Maybe. Maybe not. It's been a while. There we go. We might need to talk to one of the gate guards first. Let's do that. Shouldn't take just a moment. We'll just swing by Southern Sandoria, by the entrance. Travel to another home point. Current region, Southern entrance. Yes. So many menus. This way. Then click. Finish your current mission first and come back for another. Oh, okay. So you don't have to talk to the gate guard. We'll just go straight to Halver. Alright, so go to another home point. Current region, Northern, number 2. Yes, please. We're almost done. Almost. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so now I'm just gonna run in here. Talk to Halver. He's gonna say ba 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 ba. And then we'll probably have to wait one game day, talk to another gate guard, and then we'll probably be able to pick up the Shadow Lord mission, and that's where we talk to Treon, but we'll save that for next time. We're just waiting for Halver to pop. He popped. Why, welcome back, Songarthul. I'm sure the lords of both knightly orders would like to hear your report right away. So we go straight into cutscene. So, the Seal of Fayen is broken. We must face the prospect of Nether Beasts laying siege this land, as they did 2 decades past. Peculiar has been their actions of late, and now this. We must act swiftly. Yes, but our obligation to the Alliance denies unilateral deployment to lands abroad. Were not the Northlands reduced to ashes in wars of old? This does not bode well. Vigilantly we watch that land, and still this comes to pass. Yes, I'm afraid you're right. Our eyes were on the comings and goings of the orcs, ignorant of the greater threat. And how should we explain this to our allies? Zandoria cannot become the laughingstock of the civilized world. Are such words even necessary? Prince Trion! That hair. Before they hit us, let us hit them. A bold strike would hamper their momentum. But my prince, by sending troops into the Northlands, we expose ourselves to a certain degree of diplomatic liability. Liability? Fools! Are you all blind to this peril? The enemy approaches while we bicker. Yes, Prince Trion. However, we should involve the king and Prince Piju in this decision. Kurilla, do you share the opinion of Halvar and Rahal? Yes, my prince. We know not the enemy's numbers. I believe the peril of rushing headlong into battle would be too great. It'd be great if Trion just went, fool! Each and every time, but no, he's not gonna. Indeed, word of the Shadow Lord's return was brought to us by adventurers, and is as yet unconfirmed. And if it did happen to be true, all the Knights of Sandoria would not be enough. We must confer with the Alliance, my prince. So be it. All this talk of diplomatic liability. There are people we must defend, and an enemy we must defeat. Naught matters, but that's simple truth. In such times, where could Bijou be going? Iju. UG. No idea how to pronounce his brother's name. Prince Trion. We must make haste and decide upon policy for our kingdom. At any rate, the exploration of Fayin is complete. Much time may be needed before we reach a conclusion. Rest and prepare for other expeditions. And thank you for your dutiful service. Alright, we're just going to go and shut down here. And then I'm going to log in Cyndaquil. Because this is faster than actually running back to our Mog House. Although not by much. Are you okay, Katie? A little bit. Not a lot of trouble. So what we're going to do next is just going to be a short tutorial on Dynamis. I'm going to go ahead and have Cyndaquil switch to Thief. We're going to hop into Dynamis Sandoria, so that one's really easy. I'm going to see if I can find the time extensions. And then the Notorious Monsters that drop the boss pop item. So I'm going to click play here. Not letting me get key item to enter. You might need to talk to the goblin first. Well, I guess the first question is, do you have at least rank 6 on the nation that you're affiliated with? You don't need to be rank 10. Well, I mean, rank 10 will work, but let's see. If I type that in right. Probably not. Okay. You get rank 6. Alright, next step. Go to Devoy. Talk to the goblin there. That's right not by the entrance. It used to be, you used to have to buy an hourglass. Now you still have to spend a little bit of money to get a key item, but it's just a one-time fee. And once that's done, then you can enter as many times as you like. Play, close, play. Telling me to hand over glass. Okay, it's going to be the hourglass that they're talking about. So yeah, go ahead and run to Devoy real quick. Talk to the goblin. See what he says while he's doing that. Let me see if I can click this and click that. I'm at loot blocks. That sounds right. Forget what he says. I'll find out real quick. FF11 Dynamis. Category Dynamis. Rolling down. Alright, you need the Rise of the Zalard expansion pack, level 65 or higher, and completed Mission 5-2 for any nation. After meeting the above requirements, you must obtain 2 permanent key items, the Vial of Shrouded Sand and the Prismatic Hourglass by following steps in order. Okay. So first, zone into Zarkabard for a cutscene. Any means of zoning works, including teleport Vozel. Alright, so first you gotta go to Zarkabard. Get a cutscene. Examine one of the 4 city trail markings to receive another cutscene. You will then receive the permanent key item, Vial of Shrouded Sand. The trail markings can be found just outside each residential area entrance in Winter's Wall, Southern Sandoria, Bastok Mines, or Relude Gardens. Check and see if I have an hourglass. Okay. With the Vial of Shrouded Sand, the goblin NPCs at the entrance in Bordeaux, Devoy, or Castle Ostroja will now offer you their services. Proceed to any of these NPCs and inquire about the permanent key item, Prismatic Hourglass, and purchase it for 50,000 gil. I've done all Dynamis. Okay. Then what you need to be looking for is your key items. You need both the Vial of Shrouded Sand and the Prismatic Hourglass. If you've got the Vial of Shrouded Sand, then you should just need to purchase the Prismatic Hourglass for 50k from loot blocks. If he's got that. And while that's going on, I'm going to switch to Thief real quick. Change jobs, main job. Thief is over here. Support job is Dancer. Switch macros over. And Thief. Fine. Let's pop out to Southern Sandy. That's not what I didn't want. Let's do select an area to exit Southern Sandoria, and away we go. You have to trade 50,000 gil to the goblin for the key item. Thank you, Fight Musician. I was thinking it'd be an option of, you know, do you wish to spend this much? But yes. So, trade 50k to loot blocks and see if he gives you that key item. And welcome, Fight Musician. He says hand over HG and make the deal. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and trade over the gil. And then you should be good to go. We're going to do trail markings here. We don't have Signet. I don't think we really need it. You will now be warped to Dynamis Sandoria. We are ready. Alright, you're in Dynamis Sandoria. Let's see if we can pull Trust out in here. Pretty sure we can. I'm going to bring out Tata and Korumoru and the Dancer Buddies. Yeah, Shantoto too. We'll bring her out too. Lillicet. Not that we need nearly this many players. Trust NPCs for this, but make it more fun. Are you trying to get something specific from Dynamis Sandy? No, this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to proc a mob and that kind of thing. Which mobs to go after for time extensions and little things like that. Because I don't think Leonos has done Dynamis solo. He probably did it back when I was doing it, when you needed, you know, 2 alliances worth of players and sleeping all the mobs and this, that, and the other. I think the first time extension's up these stairs. So, running up here. I see it. Alright, what you're looking for are these War Chief tombstones. I think there's a total of 5 in the zone. Nope. We got aggro. Vanguard troopers are paladins. You can proc them with weapon skills. We're not going to be proccing them. Follow sleep nuke days. Yeah. Alright, Shantoto. All on you, babe. Hey, we're going to need something bigger than a stone 1. As soon as Invincible wears off, we'll be okay. Assuming Invincible wears off, we'll be okay. Alright, Vexer, I think, is Red Mage. Yeah, here comes Chain Spell. This guy gets procced with spells. Alright, so we're going to Spectre Jig. And only proc after you have a few TEs. Yeah, it's... After each time extension that you get, it like increases your proc percentage by, was it 10%? I think? Maybe? I don't know. We've gotten 1. This one's a Sergeant Tombstone. These won't give you the time extension. Only the War Chief ones. I don't remember where they all are because it's been that long since I've been in Dynamis Sandoria. See if there's any in here. And over there, the Sergeant, not a War Chief, so going back this way. And this little area right here is where I usually like to do most of my farming. Because you've got a lot of dudes that you can get with job abilities, and you got a Notorious Monster one right here that drops the key items that you need. Or not the key items, the drops that you need to spawn the boss. Let's get our time extensions first, just so we can maximize our proc abilities. We are by the Chocobo stables now. I still don't see another War Chief. They're probably up on the battlements above us. Not worried. See any there? So let's go look over in here. That's a Sergeant. Ogre, mesmerizers. Fortunately, Sneak and Invis hasn't worn off yet. Gotta be wearing off soon, though. And over here. I'm gonna be using wide scan here in just a little bit if we don't come across one. I see one! He's up there by the leather crafters. Running here and up the stairs. Hopefully the trust NPCs won't get stuck. Stairs. Hello, trooper. Vexer. If I can take this guy out without aggroing the Vexer. Probably won't. That was easy. Alright, another 15 minutes. So, easiest to make money is... You got a 99 Thief. Right now... I mean, Dynamis money's pretty decent. It's going to vary server to server. I sold a few 100 coins over the weekend and easily made a couple million that way. Is it great? Is that the best way to make money? No. Is it the easiest way to make money? Probably not. There's probably even easier ways than this. But this is pretty easy. I used to fish for all my gil, and that was really easy for me. Dynamis is easier than that. Currency does sell fast. Alright, so now we're going to run in here. See if we can find the other... Oh. Don't see it. Here, let's just do wide scan. Quit doing it the hard way. Got slasher, villagers, troopers, war chief, tombstone. Oh, there's one over by the auction house. Duh. Alright, so we're gonna go back and get that one. That will be number 3. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Sergeant Tombstone's not what you're looking for. Here's another one. Okay, that one looks like it's a little bit upstairs. Let's see if we can find him. I have made about 5 mil this last week and only did 5 runs, so I average 1 mil per run. Some people get 500 plus currency per run. I usually get about 500 to 600 when I go in with Dent and Cyndaquil, and she's going on Thief. To jig before they see us. Alright, good there. Headed back to the auction house. The idea when you're trying to actually upgrade relic pieces is when you're sell the coins you don't need and use the profits to purchase the coins that you do need. Or you could just, if you want all the relics. Is there one up there? There is. Okay, so we need to duck into this little tunnel right here. Run up the stairs. Past the trooper, past the vexer. It seems like they got a trooper and a vexer next to every one of these tombstones. Vector jig. Alright, it should be one more. That's going to be the one on top of the auction house. And then we can start going after our procs. Actually, we'll go and kill that Notorious Monster first. It all depends on your server prices. This is true, and since it's gone to the auction house now, it's going to be a lot easier. Because it used to be you would have to, like, stick it in your bazaar and wait overnight. Don't have to do that anymore. Aggro it. Nope. We got aggro. He's gonna last that long. Oh my god. The bio. Somebody take it off. Oh, and poison too. Oh. Kill it in time. Now we got the paladin all angry at us. We're a little lucky Shantoto will be able to nuke them to death. Don't you have to kill certain mobs at certain times? In the Dreamlands you do. In the starter zones, no. The Beastmen, they'll drop the same coins all the time and they'll proc the same way all the time, but it's dependent upon their job. Like a paladin here, he's only going to proc if you use a weapon skill against him. The mages will only proc if you use a mage spell. What you want to be doing is, see, I got a little job ability spam button here, and you're going to want to target the monks, the thieves, the beastmasters, and that might be it. See, I think Butchnotch here is a ninja. So we're going to be using our job ability spam, and you get that little double orange proc going. Notice he's all terrorized right now. And now all we have to do is destroy him. Hopefully get a treasure hunter proc on him too. Oh, looks like we got a neck chopper and a foot soldier and a trooper on us. I'm not sure who they're attacking. It doesn't look like they're attacking me. Oh, of course it's Shantoto. So what do we get? We got the Barbaric Bijou, which is the pop item, and 3 bronze pieces, which not so bad. We didn't get that guy procced, and we didn't get any coins, so that's to be expected. Shantoto is taking quite a few hits. Oh, it's a pillager. See, I should have been using my job ability spams on this guy. Like that. He just procced. And we got some Corsair pants and some more bronze pieces. You know. I'm gonna try the dunes, I guess. The dunes is a little different. I mean, the beastmen will still proc the same way. But the nightmare mobs will change what they proc to depending upon the time of day. Take, now, what I usually do is from midnight to 8 a.m. I'll fight the fly traps, and I'll use job ability procs to proc them. And then from 8 o'clock to 1600, I'll fight the cactars. Beware the 4,000 needles. And I'll use job abilities to proc those. And then from 1600 to midnight, I'll fight the trees. I don't remember the names of them. Trents, I guess, is the correct name. And this is a dragoon. Dragoons proc with weapon skills, so don't waste time with job abilities. Alright, dude's dead. Spectral Jig. We're gonna go and pop a boss. I do Dynamis Volcrum and I rotate the flies, hips, and mantis, and I target them during job ability procs. Yeah. Bongars, hippogriffs. I don't remember which one mantis are. Oh, those are the big gobus, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Now, I've never done this boss solo. I might get killed. I don't have re-raise up. I don't care. So, we're going to trade the Barbaric Bijou. Click this. He's got a whole bunch of ads. A bard, and we got slept. And we got woken up. Let's get a Curing Waltz on me. And let's get a Sneak Attack, Trick Attack. I'll see if it actually survives long enough. It's going down in health really fast. Some of these dudes use a death spell. This one didn't. We got an Infinity Core and a Fiendish Tomb. And if we didn't have the win, then we would have gotten that key item. So what time is the job abilities? It's different for each mob. I would suggest FF11 Encyclopedia has a little chart that actually shows what mobs proc at what times, and that would be a better way to go, I think. Leonus is on... I wrote it down here. Valfor. It's like right now it's 2058. Going to the dunes, I would target either the Trents or the Gobus, or however you say that. And let's just find one more dude that'll proc to job ability. Like this here pillager. Did you already use perfect dodge? How lame is that? I guess because he's dropping in health so quickly. I would too. Here's a site for you to look at. Deleted link. I can fix that. Click, click. Alright, Commander Denali. Try posting that link one more time. Gut Slasher, a Backstabber, and a Vexer. We got a Forgotten Touch. Not too bad. Great. Dullmasters are summoners, amputators are white mages, bulgers are bards, vexers are red mages, backstabbers are... I don't know what backstabbers are. Probably they're either the monks or the thieves. Villager is definitely the thief. Quick stun it. Yay, we got it procced. Unfortunately, it did use perfect dodge. Or did it? I guess it didn't. Neat. And let's find a Beastmaster. Last time I ran a friend through here, we were trying to get the... Found the times, alright. We were trying to get this Hawker procced using job abilities. He was attacking the pet, and he killed the pet. You don't ever want to kill the pet, especially if you're in with a friend. Because then the Beastmaster can charm you. And then you're going to beat your friend up. So that was fun. That was also before Trust NPC, so... Okay, we didn't get that one proc, but it's okay. Kill this dude. While we're killing that dude, let's go and get our Warp Ring. Warp Ring's already equipped, so we're just gonna go and hop on out. These guys, unfortunately, they're not a very high level. BG Wiki has a guide that is good. Search Dynamis Fulcrum. Wow. I've never searched for BG Wiki's site, but sounds cool. Yeah. As far as my job ability spam macro goes, I'll just show it real quick here. It's all dancer job abilities. I start out with a box step with... Actually, I just do box step 6 times in a row. You can also throw in a violent flourish a couple seconds after your first box step to get a quick 2 job abilities on the mob. Otherwise, you just gotta wait 6 seconds for box step to get reapplied, and I just spam that one. There's no problem there. I guess I switched it to that one because I wanted to keep Violent Flourish as a, what's the word I'm looking for? See, I don't remember the name of the word I was looking for now. Thinking about it. It's gonna come to me. Oh, as an emergency stun in case I was fighting something that spams death, and that happens. I clicked Dynamis Fulcrum on VG, didn't say much. If you found the times, then it should be all that you need. The deal that I usually look at is the one from FF11 Encyclopedia. Just scroll up to Fulcrum real quick. Click this here, and of course you can't see it right now, but I can fix that too. So change this to monitor capture. Hey, that little psychedelic thing going on here. So this, actually make it bigger. Nope, make it smaller. All right, let's do. Can't open it in another one, can you? I'll find it. Open link in a new tab. That'll work. So then we're gonna go here. Bigger? Yeah. Hopefully that's big enough. This is the times down here. So say, didn't look at what time it was before I left. It was close to midnight. So let's look at the 0. 0 to 800, JA is going to be the job abilities. So the Nightmare Flies will proc, the Nightmare Fly Traps, and the Nightmare Fungars. And then Quaidov also proc by Zalart rules, and these all drop the 1 bind bills. Then from 8 to 1600, you're going to be using job ability on the mobs that drop the bronze pieces, which is going to be the Sabotendars, the Hippogriffs, and the Sheep. And then from 1600 to midnight, you're going to be using job abilities on the mobs that drop the white shells, which are going to be the Gubus, the Manticores, and the Trents. And then they show the time extensions here. First time extension is going to be the Goblin statue, and it could start around here, can go all the way over here. There we go. Manticores F8 are 1600 to midnight, job ability proc. Then Fly Traps F9 are 0 to 800, and Hippogriffs are 860. What does proc by Zalart rules mean? That's what I was just doing, where you just spam, or the orcs, Quaidovs, Yagudo, goblins, they don't proc based upon what time of day it is. They proc simply by what their job is. So if they're a monk, a beastmaster, a ninja, some others I can't remember off at the top, ranger, you can spam your job abilities on them and they will proc. That is the rotation I use. It's a nice little circle at the left beach on the map that Dent is showing. It is actually a lot smaller than what I do too. I don't like the Manticores because they mix in with the orcs a little bit and the goblins a little bit and the hippogriffs a little bit. Not too bad. If you know what you're doing, you won't have any trouble. The flies are really easy if you just hug the beach. Sometimes you'll get a goblin or two, and the hippogriffs just go up along here. What I usually do is I'll stick to the flies because nobody else messes with flies. I also like doing the Sabotendars up here because nobody messes with those. And then either the Trents, which are right next to it, or the Gobus, depending upon if there's somebody else that's farming them right now. A lot of people like the Fungars, which are over here, and then the Hippogriffs are really popular as well. But those are true sight. They're not that difficult, you know. So, yeah. There's going to be one time extension with the War Chief statue over by the Oasis. That's TE number 4. I give you 10 minutes. Then there's the Goblin statue that's going to be hanging out with the goblins along the trail that leads to Lathine. That's time extension 1. They do die fast. TE3 is going to be the Yagudo's Avatar Idol, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, right there in front of me. We'll be reading these. Another 10 minutes, then the Adamant King image is the Quaidov one, and it's going to be in a wide area, all the Quaidov, somewhere in TE2. And then TE5 is going to be random. It could be another Goblin statue, which will be hanging out with the goblins, another Adamant King image, which will be all the way to Secret Beach, another Avatar Idol, which was usually going to be with the Yagudo, which could be on this side of the hill or this side of the hill. Tombstone's going to be with the orcs that are going to be real compressed over here. And yeah, that'll be the 20-minute extension. So, fun times there. If you get really confused, you can go to YouTube, look up one of my past videos. I've did a lot of farming in Dynamis past couple of weeks. A couple of videos were probably even spent doing what I just showed. Of course, I don't explain it in those videos. They're just, yeah. Oh, hey, Dent, I finally got the middle of Chapter 2 Rhapsodies and can now call 5 Trust. Congratulations. When you get 5 Trust out, you start asking, how did we ever get by with just 3? And then, even when you had 3, it's like, how did we get by when it was just us and a Trust NPC? for so long too. Oh, but it's late. It's already 12:30. Longer than I wanted to spend. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight. I will be back on tomorrow night. Probably going to finish up Songarthul, get him chapter 6. It won't chapter 6. Going to get him rank 6. It won't take long. We just have to get the Shadow Lord defeated, and then bam, rank 6. And then we can start doing Dynamis on him. Won't be difficult, but yeah, that makes farming a lot easier. Certainly does. Trust NPCs for Dynamis. If you're going to be doing job ability procs, if you have Liliset and Mayakov, I suggest those two because they do a lot of dancer job abilities. Otherwise, I would just focus on support. Lots of heals, lots of bard songs, that kind of thing, haste, that type of deal. You really don't need a lot of help DPSing the mobs down, and in fact, if you have too much DPS, chances are they're going to kill what you're trying to proc before they proc it, so, you know, there's always that problem. But, good luck. Once you figure out what you're doing in Dynamis, it's no problem. It's almost second nature. But, anyway, if you have any more questions tomorrow night, I'll be back on. Let me know. I'll do my best to explain it. And until then, y'all have fun. Don't get caught. Well, New Year's Eve is coming. I shouldn't be saying that. Let's be safe this week. And we can have fun and do naughty things next week. Y'all take care.